I actually think it's running. I actually think it's running. I think we got it. We've got it this time. Hey, fucking hell. Welcome to the Shinanicast, people. I get the feeling that some of my crew has fucking muted!
Yeah. No. No,
We're-
of course not.
No, we
We're
didn't.
going-
We totally didn't.
No, of course not.
I saw the mute function right next to your face.
Well.
That was Quill's fault. She had to
That
make
was
herself obvious.
Quell.
I know.
That
I just had to make sure that somebody was in fact was muted. So don't give me shit. One of you was muted.
It was Quill.
Hi
that was
everybody.
Quill.
I'm Enigma. Of course we have with us Zoe.
Hey!
Then we have Pros and Sterling as usual.
Hello.
As you can see, we have a new setup. It's relatively acceptable looking. I hope you guys gonna get a kick out of it. I know I am at the moment.
I'm too in love with the background right now.
The background's pretty cool too. I mean, like there's some shit that could be different about it, but I think it's pretty fucking neat.
I like it.
So
I can hear Aurora just going pretty shiny in my head, even though she's not even here.
Right?
shit you right.
Pretty shiny.
Pretty
Shit
shiny.
you right. So we have a stupid long stream ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh boy. Be prepared.
First and foremost, we've got the stream that I canceled yesterday to move forward to today because nature itself fucking hates me.
Mother
And then-
Nature, why are you like this?
Right?
Mother Nature, why are you fucking like this?
More like Sano, because didn't you said you had like a thunderstorm
Oh,
going
yeah,
your
it
way
was-
that day?
Yeah, it was like the 4th of July on the 27th of June.
Yeah.
Like, it was-
Thank you,
There's a
Sano.
lot of bullshit going on right there.
Thank
and
you,
then,
Sano.
after that, we have our, Shinanicast. You may have remembered Vin from a previous situation, but here we go to, we're going to be reading, oh god, what the hell was it called? I'm gonna have to pull it up. Vin did give it to us. I just keep hitting the wrong button and not going to my bookmarks. It is called Forbidden Fruit: The Temptation of Edward Cullen.
Oh,
It is fan fiction.
Dear Lord, Twilight fanfiction. Oh no.
It is Twilight
Oh, boy.
fan fiction. There are 9
You still
chapters.
have yet to link it to me, by the way.
It is not as painful, and I will do that. It's not as painful as My Immortal. My Immortal was huge. One of the biggest problems with My Immortal is just the fact that it kept coming. There was so much more of it. But this one isn't quite so ridiculously oversized.
I only have like 8 chapters. Yeah,
There's
8 chapters.
only about 8 chapters to it, but that's still
Shit,
8
do we have to read all
chapters.
8 chapters tonight?
Yes.
Yeah. Cause we have a thing going. We have like a rotation going with that one.
Oh yeah, the rotation will make it a hell of a lot easier. Like it's not as much of an ordeal as you may think. They're not like massive, like a novel's chapters
I
worth.
read through all of them, and
It's fan fiction amounts of chapters. It's more like
Oh
quote
god, they
unquote
have an
chapters.
MLP icon.
yeah.
We're not getting into that right now.
I think the longest chapter so far was chapter
I think we're
5.
um,
No, chapter 3.
let's see.
No,
I
chapter.
know I have a
Fuck.
couple of other places
2,
I have to
3.
put this non-sexual plugging.
Never mind. Chapter 4.
So,
is
before
the longest
that-
so far.
I'm just looking at the first chapter and it's so painful.
Before that,
Before
we
do that,
watched a bunch of movies during the week, and we were going to give basically some reviews on it.
Mm-hmm.
Not entirely sure what exactly we've got in terms of that. I just know that it is a coming. So with our first movie, this was one of the ones that that I wasn't quite sure how to review. No, that was fucking it wasn't Boondock Saints. We did that the previous
No,
week, didn't
we
we?
did that.
What was it?
Yeah, we
Slevin.
did. Slevin.
Slevin was what I was trying to talk about because, like, I don't know how to explain Lucky Number Slevin to anybody. It's such a weird movie. I have no idea how to really fathom it. Like, there's not a whole lot of ways to give you a gist of what exactly you're supposed to like how to describe the movie. So I'm gonna let Zoe, who watched it with me, give you an idea because I got no idea how to explain this movie.
It's
Which
basically. Yes.
No, I was just asking which movie because my audio died, so I don't know what movie.
Lucky Number Slevin. I was
Lucky Number
holding
Slevin.
off from the other movies.
Wait,
I have to
okay.
remember what movies we've watched during this week.
We watched Lucky
My
Number
Cousin
Slevin, Cousin Vinny.
Princess Bride.
Yeah, Princess Bride was one. Freaking I know there was another one that I can't remember.
The Birdcage.
The Birdcage.
Yeah, the Birdcage. I didn't watch all of it though.
I know there was more than that. We watched so many during the week.
Yeah.
I know.
Slevin, Vinny, Birdcage.
You and me finished watching Sherlock Holmes.
Oh yeah, there was Holmes. See, I've seen all these movies so many times.
Mm-hmm.
It's like impossible for me to like process what I've seen because I've already seen these movies so many times.
Right.
I know we were talking about the Court Chester, but we watched that a while ago.
We watched that a while
watched that last
back.
week. Did we watch The Princess Bride this week?
Yes, we did.
We did.
Okay,
We did.
there
We
was-
didn't mention the Princess Bride.
We didn't mention The Princess Bride, so I'm gonna add that to the list.
No, we didn't mention Princess Bride because we finished what? Because we watched it.
Yeah, we watched it. It's just not the one that we watched this week. I'm actually having to pull up the goddamn my list of purchases because I can do it if I can see it, but I can't see it right now, so I need to open it up to My Cousin Vinny, Lucky Number 11. What Women Want.
What Women
Yeah,
Want.
What
Yeah.
Women Want was another one. I remembered that.
So there was What Women Want, The Princess Bride, Sherlock Holmes, The Birdcage, Lucky Number 11. I'm trying to think if there was another one. We watched The Court Jester last time,
Yeah.
didn't we?
What was that really
Oh my god,
weird
Ernest Scared Stupid was the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. I was about to ask about that one.
That was the list of ones we watched. I'm sorry, I should have done more prep work for this stream.
Don't
Don't
about it.
worry.
And by the way, I did share out the stream into the relevant Discord servers, just nobody's fucking showed up.
Eh.
You know, it's just one of those things. Anyway, so when it comes to the movies, the reviewers I have picked is I wanted Zoe to do Slevin first.
Okay.
How would you really define Lucky Number Slevin? Because a drama.
Lucky.
Action?
I want to say no. I want to say it's a drama, like a drama slash into a little bit of action.
Mm-hmm.
Because it does start out with a gambling racehorse who's literally just overdosed.
Yeah, it's a drug
And
horse.
it's like that 1 minute of like you get that good taste of winning in your mouth, and then something just fucks up and all your winning just went down the drain. That's literally what happened to that one dude.
Yeah,
all
but I
that
got a
winning on
case
that
of
one
the Guineas.
horse. Shots down.
So why don't you give our audience of nobody a synopsis of the movie?
Alrighty.
From what you can
There is-
remember.
Alright. So far, what I could possibly remember is this dude named Slevin, who, well, his real name is Henry. Henry is the son of the father who got beat up, brutalized, and I shall not say what else they did to him because I know all of you guys are squeamish.
Oh, Jesus. Well, we got a sudden subscriber, and they
Oh,
got
shit.
to see the fucking subscription thing.
Wait, what?
The subscription thing. Hello, Roy Cadmon. Of course, we have one of our people in the chat, and Ramona Lalonde.
Ramona.
I don't-
It's RC.
Oh shit! Hey, RC, what's up?
Okay. Well,
Hey,
welcome
Ramona.
RC to the chat. If you ever want to toss them the link to the Discord, you're welcome to do so.
Fuck.
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out like there's this dude named Slevin. He moved into New York. I think downtown New York, unless I remember seeing places like that. Move into this apartment. Everybody thinks somebody, like some type of different family mafia, think he's Nick Fisher. Clearly, he's not. He couldn't get his ID because he was mugged. So, that's fun.
do you want
And
me to?
pretty much just, I got this. Let me try.
Okay, I have faith in you. You got this.
You got this.
And pretty much it's just like, hey, you guys still accusing me that I'm this one person that I'm clearly not. Let me just kill off both of your guys' sons so you guys can shut the fuck up.
It's not even close to what happened.
This is what, like, this is what I just think about it so far.
Okay, go.
I know it's nowhere close. I know that.
You got this. Absolute faith.
All the faith.
Actually, that's all I actually just got. Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, I know you know this person, so I'm gonna go ahead and give them a wrench. I also have to give a wrench to Pros because I haven't actually gotten the chance to interact with them in chat. So, lucky number 11. At the beginning of this movie, you see the tragic tale of Max, which was Henry's father. He decides to bet, pays a rather large bet, passing it off onto a bookie who passes it off onto a larger bookie on it's basically a drugged racehorse. Horse,
Yeah.
middle of the track, bleh, dead, dies. Has a heart attack from the drugs he was on.
So close to winning.
The boss and the rabbi, who were the two gangsters in all of this, and the bookies that they laid the bet off on, go and just murder his family and like shanks the like plastic bag over his face and then duct tapes it so he asphyxiates. He basically chokes to death on not being able to breathe. Regardless, beside the point. So that all happens, except the only one who doesn't die is the kid, whose name is Henry. Henry is Max's son. He was supposed to be murdered by a guy called Mr. Goodcat. Now, Mr. Goodcat was Bruce Willis's character, and his whole deal was that he was a specialist who just murdered people. Like, that was his whole job, was just to
He's an assassin.
murder people's faces off. A hitman more than an assassin. Anyway, regardless.
Yeah.
Point being is, so that all goes to town. Then, suddenly, we are introduced to Nick Fisher, who is sitting at a bus station trying to get the fuck out of Dodge because he's a huge goddamn gambling loser. He's put too many bets out. He's too far in the red. He might die because a bookie gonna come break your fucking legs. So, Nick Fisher's sitting in there, and then all of a sudden, he hears a voice that says, "There was a time." Nick Fisher looks over and sees Bruce Willis's character sitting in a wheelchair, and he is introduced to the concept of a Kansas City Shuffle. So,
Mind you, I thought the Kansas City Shuffle was a dance.
It was a song, and the concept of a massive revenge plot. Regardless, going back to the concept. So here comes Mr. Goodcat. He's like, he's trying to explain the whole story of what happened, and then he talks about what's called the Kansas City Shuffle, and he just points over to someone and says, they go left, or they look left, and all of a sudden Nick looks over to go see what was a person sitting in a chair before, looks over to his left, and then snap! Bruce Willis stands up, cracks his fucking neck, and you go right. That was the beginning start of that. Wheels him off into the horizon. Basically, put him in a bag. So now we're introduced to Sleb and Culebra. Sleb and Culebra is Henry from the past, and he shows up and gets mugged. It was actually a good cat that punched him in the face, but Culebra gets mugged, loses everything, and he goes in and he meets Lucy Liu's character, who's just there. Like, introduction-wise, Lucy Liu's character was just kind of there.
Yeah. Cute. I love her outfit, though, but also just
She was meant to choose scenery and just that.
At the very beginning, yes, she was. Like, she does help as time goes on, but basically what happens is Culebra gets picked up because Nick Fisher's bookie got, murdered, because Culebra did it, but that's beside the point. Here comes, first it's the boss's people, who's played by Morgan Freeman, by the way, a wonderful actor. Takes him up to go see the boss, who's Morgan Freeman, who tells him about the schmoo, and then he's got $96,000 that he has to pay the boss back. Or he can murder the rabbi's son. The rabbi is the other gangster who was present during Max's death. So he can kill the rabbi's son. The rabbi's son is gay, so he's got to take him out on like a date, and then 86 him at the hotel room when they're about to go into. Oh God, the schmoo. No, I am not explaining the schmoo.
Anyway,
so
don't explain the schmoo.
When they're about to engage in Pride Month, let's say, he's supposed to kill him there. So, that whole thing is bound to happen eventually. So, Culebra goes home and then goes back to the apartment that he was supposed to be staying in, which was Nick Fisher's apartment. Goes back, and then here comes the rabbi's guys and just pop! Punches him, sends him to the rabbi. The rabbi tells him that he owes him $33,000. Well, shit. Because all of this time, he's supposedly Nick Fisher, the guy that they killed at the bus station. So they go, and he just starts going through these like elaborate plots of quote unquote trying to figure out what's going on. And Lucy Liu's character the entire time is just going on and on about trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And then it all just kind of comes to a head when like they duct tape the boss to a chair and they duct tape the rabbi to the chair. And I'm leaving out large swaths of this because you should go watch this movie for yourselves. I can greatly recommend it. But they end up both duct taped to a chair, and then Culebra shows up, reveals his identity as Max, shoves plastic bags over their heads, duct tapes them together, and they die. Through all of it, it is just this huge revenge plot of Max's that has been like 80 years in the making. 20 years in the making. Regardless, Henry, who was Sleb and Culebra, ends up with Lucy Liu's character. Bruce Willis goes off somewhere else, calling Sleb and Culebra a fuckhead. Was it a fuckhead or a fuckwit?
I think it was fuckwit.
Fuckwit. Basically, because he understands that Lucy Liu's gonna. You're not gonna turn down Lucy Liu vagina. I'm sorry. Let's ask our resident expert of vagina. Bros, what do you think? Would you turn down Lucy Liu?
How am I the fucking resident? I'm the fucking resident expert.
You're the one with the can't think straight hoodie.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, you're right. Oh my god.
No, but seriously, would you turn down Lucy Liu?
I mean, probably not.
Like she's not.
I wouldn't.
I mean, I don't know. Her personality's always been a bit much for me, but that's me personally. So if you had to give a rating to it, Zoe, what do you think?
I feel like on a scale 1 to 10.
Whatever you want to call it. Yes,
like...
that is. Prose is our resident expert of the puss. Thank you,
fucking
Ramona.
apparently.
Apparently.
In spite of the fact that I'm a fucking virgin.
I would rate this movie I want to say like 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I
7,
I
6
think
out of
that's.
10.
I'd give it a 6 personally. It's
Mm,
better than average, but it's still it's not
yeah. I mean, like
groundbreaking.
7, 6 out of 10. That's like
Yeah,
still
six point
somewhat
five.
middle-ish. Yeah, there you go.
6.5 works. Our next movie. Who paid the most attention to the birdcage?
I had to leave partway through, so not me.
I,
I only saw bits and pieces, unfortunately.
Okay,
right, because
so
you had to go cook. So again, I guess it's just me and Enigma then.
all right, I'm gonna do this the easy way because I have to use the facility for a moment. Pros, can you
hmm
give us a synopsis of the Princess Bride, please?
Oh, okay, sure.
Awesome.
Um, hmm. Um, well, the Princess Bride doesn't actually start out with the Princess Bride. It starts out with this sick little brat of a boy who totally doesn't remind me of Rye, and
I mean, like, you're not wrong.
and his grandfather who has decided to read him a storybook while he is feeling sick, and the storybook is called The Princess Bride, so that's where the story of the Princess Bride actually is in the
Yep.
storybook, and the grandpa is telling this story to his grandson. Um, um, basically the the story starts out with um just these two th- this just this really cute peasant couple just falling in love with each other, but um I think I missed the part where the guy basically disappears, but
Oh yeah, the farm boy,
yeah, the farm boy.
Wesley.
Yeah, Wesley. Thank you.
Wesley. Thank
Um
you.
yeah, I kind of missed that part, but he basically kind of fucks off somewhere, and um um the girl whose name is
Buttercup.
Buttercup. Yes, Buttercup. sh- um the um the the prince, I think, of the kingdom that she lives in, um d- basically decides that he wants to marry her. So um um so that happens.
That was the thing.
um but then she gets kidnapped by this fucking loud, obnoxious piece of shit of a dude.
Oh
um
god. We all agree that we want to throw him overboard.
we all wanted to throw him off of the fucking boat. But
Yes.
um yeah, this loud, obnoxious little fucker um hires big a very big, very strong, not very smart man.
But he's
and
really sweet.
Uh,
and
Andre the Giant is who played him.
yeah, who was played by Andre the Giant, yes. And Inigo Montoya.
Yes.
Hello,
He hires
Everyone knows the
Vincent
the
quote.
Montoya. Give my father.
Sure can't do that.
Die, die.
yeah, he hires the two of them to help him kidnap
But you forgot about
the
Vicini.
princess.
Okay,
Which one?
Vicini was the guy that got hired. Like he was the main guy that got hired. Was Vicini?
Ye-
Holy shit! I've been gone a while, and you're not past the beginning scene. Fair enough.
Look,
I mean, like she's
I'm
trying her
just
best
trying to
to.
remember everything, and
No, I understand.
it,
You
it's
um
slow.
just to be nice to you though. You don't have to remember everything. Just broad strokes.
I know,
Okay.
I know. Yeah, but yeah, in the midst of the princess getting um um getting kidnapped, friggin' friggin' Wesley finds her again, takes um um he doesn't kill all of the kidnappers, just the really annoying one. And
Vicini.
Yeah, that was
um
Vicini.
yeah, Vicini. Um frickin' um, um, shit, I lost my place.
Right.
You're doing great.
Thank you. I'm doing a wonderful job, I know.
10 out of 10.
Um,
You get an Emmy.
yeah. um, um, they're they're kind blah. um they're just walking the freaking why can I not speak? Um
If you
You
need
got
me to
this.
take over, let me know.
I'm getting back there. I can do it.
I know.
Um
Just
yeah. Um the 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 two of them like they're they're basically like walking and talking about everything that Wesley's doing. They're walking through a swamp while they're doing this. Very dangerous
Fire
swamp.
swamp.
It's a fire swamp.
it was a fire swamp.
Indeed.
Holy
They almost
fuck!
get
It's a
set on
fire
fire a
swamp.
couple. They almost get set on fire a couple of times. Giant rats try to eat them. All the good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
It's basically a fucking first level D&D dungeon.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Basic traps, giant
Yeah.
rats.
Quicksand.
Basic
And
traps.
yeah, and
Occasional chair.
eventually the freaking prince does track them down, and Buttercup says, "Hey, um if you don't kill him, I'll go with you or whatever the fuck. I don't care."
Yeah. But I won't marry
Um,
you.
yeah. Um. So she she goes with the prince. Wesley is supposed to die. Supposed to die. Um.
Supposed to.
um. And I am actually kind of blanking on what happens after that. So
I mean,
After
we
the
got
fire
to-
swamp?
after the fire swamp, I'm blanking.
All right.
I'm
So,
blanking
after the
badly.
fire swamp, let's go into mode. So after the fire swamp out, Wesley is taken to the pit of despair. Bum. Sorry. So he's taken to the pit of despair where he's placed upon the torture machine. The torture machine itself can only go up so high before someone's soul is ripped from their body. So Humperdinck, who goes into the situation, and then Buttercup, who's the princess, ends up being like, no, go send the people out to go get fucking Wesley because I want him back. And Humperdinck's just like, yeah, sure, I'll totally do that. I'll send my 4 fastest ships. Which is, he's completely lying. So,
Yeah.
here's Humperdinck. He goes down to the pit of despair and he like pops the machine up to 11. So it's like taking your favorite metal song and cranking the volume up to 11 and just like, oh god! So rips his soul out of his body, basically. So, Inigo and what the fuck was his name? Fezzik. So in comes Fezzik. Fezzik is there's fucking Vin. We've been waiting on his ass this whole time. So in comes Fezzik, and he goes and he gets Inigo. And they go to the pit of despair to get Wesley's ass out because they need the masked man. And for some reason, his rapier tells him where he is. So they go get his ass.
The soul of his father.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the rapier can pass down to his father. So
Yes. +1 magic weapon. Got it.
There you
Anyway. Anyway, we go back to they go and they get Wesley and they take him to the miracle guy. The guy's like, he said bluff. He didn't say bluff, motherfucker. He said true love. Fuck off.
True
And
love,
that's what his
Jesus
wife
Christ.
basically comes out and says, "La!"
lies and slanders.
Grabs his ass, makes him do the work because it's going to embarrass Humperdinck. And then there goes Wesley. And they cover Fezzik in a big cloak and set his ass on fire. God, the drag pod wobbers! And they fucking just goes in, scares off all the guards. They go inside the castle. Eventually, they fuck up Humperdinck. Humperdinck leaves.
Buttercup for your soul.
Wesley and Buttercup end up getting married with love, true love, and that's the goddamn end. Inigo avenges
does
his
kill the
dad
magic
by
monster.
killing the six-fingered man, but
Yeah.
this is all things that you'd never really know unless you watch the movie, which I also highly recommend that you do.
I do too.
So, as a collective group, because I know we've all fucking seen The Princess Bride before, since we can all quote it word for word here and there,
Pretty
what
much.
do you think you would give as a ranking for The Princess Bride, and do you think our audience should watch it?
I do think the audience should watch it.
Yes.
I give it a natural 20 out of 10.
God damn it.
Look here. Put it. Okay.
I want to say 8.
Thank you for picking a reasonable scale.
I'd say 8 too. Like
I wanna say
it's a
8.
great movie. Like it is a wonderful
Yeah.
movie. It's a hell of a good time just to sit and watch. Because keep in mind, this entire movie is taking place as a story that a grandfather's reading to a sick kid. Like this whole beautiful story is only a subplot to the plot of old man reads to child.
Yeah.
I can see Warren doing something like
It's
that
worth
with
it.
Clover when she was younger. I could totally see him doing that.
Are there points where this movie could have like better moments? Yes, of course there's
Yeah.
moments where it could be more interesting or more fun, but at the end
And then
of the
it's
day,
a really old movie.
it's an older movie, so it does have some flaws. So that's why I'd say only an 8. So balancing it out between the averages of our scores, let's give it a 9.
Alright.
Between a 10 out of 10
Okay.
and an 8 out of 10. So let's
Alright.
give it a 9. Official Shanana 9.
I can do
Yeah.
9.
Alrighty. So yes, do go watch The Princess Bride if you have the opportunity. It's a wonderful movie. Keep in mind, some of these movies, if you check with us in the server, it is possible that one of us can sit down, put it on for a group. A couple of people, not like one dude wants to watch The Princess Bride, and I just have to awkwardly sit there and just be like, "Yep, it's this movie again."
Yep.
Yeah. So if you get at least like 5 people and y'all want to watch The Princess Bride, let me know, and I'll fucking buzz it up for everybody to watch.
Alright.
I mean, I'm not going to turn down an opportunity to watch it again, so you know.
It's a
So-
really good movie.
Now we're getting into God fucking damn it territory. I'm getting this one out of the way. Ernest Scared
Okay.
Stupid. Who wants
That
to take this
movie.
one?
Oh god. That movie.
Who wants to take this one?
Oh
I
god.
can't. I only came in like in the middle.
Yeah, I think I only watched like the last half.
You want it or do you want me to do it?
We'll tackle it.
We're sorry.
No, it's not. Quill, it's okay.
I'll start it off, and then when I pause out, you can take over.
Pass over the baton to me. Yeah.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to give a picture to you. Take the slow kid from school. Now grow him up in, like, the backwoods of Georgia. Give him a voice that look like this, kind of sound weird.
Yep.
And now, throw him into a small town as the garbage truck driver. And here comes, what did they call it, a troll?
Trolls.
So just imagine all the snot, saliva, and spit that comes with that. And now have this fucker running around because it has been resurrected. I don't even remember why it was resurrected. Something about a tree.
Something about like a tree is somewhere off in this foggy ass forest. Like, oh, this dude not supposed to summon him before like October 30th, which is the day before Halloween. Which it is, by the way, in the movie.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it's Halloween. So, our resident redneck decides that some shit is going to be a good idea, and they build a goddamn tree house. In the murder tree!
Yep.
In the murder
Ladies
tree.
and gentlemen, in the goddamn murder tree, they build a fucking tree house.
It's a really cool tree house, by the
That's
by.
smart.
It's a really cool tree house.
It's a wonderful tree house. Because something to do with bullies?
Yes, because two stupid ass bullies won't leave them three kids alone, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna beat you up," and blah blah blah. Blah. What? You gonna like?
You're starting to sound like me.
Dear God, help us all.
So here we go. It continues on with this troll running around kidnapping kids, turning them into little wooden statues, and shoving them in the tree to produce
Anime
additional
figurines. Anime figurines.
more figurines. You know, he just wants to bring his waifus to lifeu.
Exactly. He was a weeb just like
Unfortunately
us.
for us, his waifus are children.
He
Anyway,
was the pedo bear.
so
he
he
was the pedo
keeps
bear.
he keeps spawning these additional trolls to go continue doing this shit, and then it comes to find out that the grand weakness of the troll, through legend and lore, is fucking milk.
Lactose intolerant people.
Fucking lactose intolerant.
Intolerant. Get your milk. Get your dairy. Get your ice cream. Get your cheese. Get your sour cream.
So with the
Yogurt.
Do not leave it
consistent
at me.
Yogurt.
nature of the
Yogurt.
slow kid in school, Ernest proceeds to learn to defeat the trolls. We must use the milk.
Give him a glass of milk.
And then he does
Milk.
begin to use the milk as a weapon. For the grand lord, the dairy sword cometh down upon the troll. And then that's the fucking movie. That's the fucking movie.
It was everywhere. There was milk. There were other dairy products.
Products.
Jokes were being thrown around, the likes of which would get this channel demonetized.
Really
just-
stupid adults who don't want to listen to their fucking children.
Children.
The grand the dairy sword of the Lord came down for the Fords. It's just no. Milk was the weapon. Motherfucking milk. But anyway, how would you rate this movie?
I give
Everybody
it a
husband
milk
himself.
out of 10.
A milk out of 10.
Meaning it's a 1 out of 10 people.
I give it a 3.
I give it 3 milk out of 10.
3 milk.
Three
Yes,
milk out of 10.
it would be a really funny D&D item, I swear to God.
The dairy sword of the cow lord.
The dairy soda.
Yes.
Okay.
Dude,
It'll be the holy artifact of the Bringers of Law.
So, I am going to briefly mention that we do, in our description now, have a donation link.
we do.
For the Streamlabs for this thing. For this stream. I'm just getting it mentioned because we have not mentioned that it even exists, but it is down there. Malk out of 10. 4 Malk. So, averaging out the score, probably 3.5 Malk out of 10. Meow. Oh my god, we've got 4 more movies.
God.
Nobody was fucking paying attention to the birdcage, so I'm just gonna do that one.
Alright.
Imagine, if you will. Hang on. You're entering another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but mind. Where Robin Williams is gay, and Nathan Lane is his partner, who also does a drag show. As he does this drag show, you notice that he has a son. His son's name is Val. Val wants to marry a Republican lady. That Republican lady's father is a Republican senator. That senator may or may not be part of the Coalition of Moral Order, which opposes homosexuality. Now, picture, if you will, the partner, the person who works with this senator, who is the only other member of the Coalition of Moral Order, dies having sex with a black underage prostitute. Due to this scandal, they are looking for a way to repair their image, and how better to do so than a white wedding. Unfortunately, little do they know, they are going to be stepping in to the Twilight Zone. So that's your basic synopsis of it. Like, there is hijinks fucking galore, everything that could be involved with that kind of a setting. Robin Williams running a drag club.
Nathan Lane being a very effeminate man.
And we
Nathan
love it
Lane's always
for
been
it.
an effeminate man.
And a man. Yeah.
It's like Neil Patrick Harris. It is not announced.
That like 5 seconds that he was trying to be masculine, but it didn't work at all.
It did not work at all. He tried.
How about them Dolphins, Pilgrim? So, from what you did actually catch at the Birdcage, what would you guys rate it? It's a solid 7 out of 10 for me.
I
I
want
want
to
to say somewhere between 6 and 7.
like
I'd
6.5,
say
7? 6.5, 7.
What did you think, Quill?
I'd give it probably a 6.5 to a 7.5.
Okay, so averaging out, we'll give it 7.
Alright,
7
yeah.
gay Nathan Lanes out of 10. All right, so that's the Birdcage. That's the easy way to do that. Who is the most attentive to my cousin Vinny?
I remember a lot.
Oh, God, the judge.
Betty.
Oh,
Alright.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
that
gonna
fucking
yeet
judge.
this one at Prose and Zoe.
Yay!
Woo!
You got this.
These two poor college boys.
Yep.
Pretty sure they're college boys. They're just driving through Alabama. They're minding their own business. They stop at a freaking gas station store, buy a bunch of stuff. One of them accidentally puts a can of tuna in his pocket and leaves
Forgot to
without
pay it.
without paying for the tuna. He leaves without paying for the tuna by accident. They the cops pull them over. They think that they're getting arrested over this can of tuna. They eventually find out that they're apparently being suspected of a fucking murder that happened in the gas station store. So they obviously need a lawyer to help get them out of this shit. They're college kids. They don't have the money to pay for a good lawyer. And one of them, after calling his mom, finds out that they have a supposed lawyer in the family, who's his
Cousin.
cousin Vinny. And Vinny and his fiance, I still cannot believe her name is Mona Lisa, but um, they come into this freaking Alabama town to help out Vinny's cousin, whose name I can't remember. I think his name was William, and his friend get out of jail. Only to find out that Vinny has next to zero experience in the courtroom, so that's great.
That's
fantastic.
all.
And what makes it even worse is that the judge is a absolute fucking prick.
Oh my god. It's like, you had to show up in my courtroom wearing that ridiculous outfit. Tempted and contempt. I'm like,
It's still a fucking suit jacket. It's just made of
it's
leather.
still a suit jacket. It's made out of leather, dipshit.
Yeah. And, like,
Hey, it's made out of fine Italian leather.
Basically.
so, like, Vinny is basically spending the majority of the movie, like, dancing on eggshells for this fucking asshole judge, while, also, like, just trying to figure out how to be a lawyer and how to do a case in a fucking courtroom. Because he apparently doesn't know how to do any of that.
How did he pass the bar exam?
He
He
didn't.
eventually passed
He didn't.
law school after
He actually
what,
didn't.
4 times.
After like 6 times, Six times, actually. 6 times he passed. During the 6th time he passed.
Okay, so he had passed, but like sheer fucking
Eventually.
luck is how he passed.
Yeah.
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 But that's mostly precedent. Like most of the bar exam is precedent. Courtroom manners isn't something you learn through precedent.
Mhm.
Bar exam doesn't teach you how to be a lawyer. It teaches you the shit you need to begin being a lawyer. You're supposed to follow a motherfucker around after and mentor under him to get a general feel for how to behave in a courtroom.
Which he did not do.
Of
Nope.
course not, because he's a little shit. It's Joe Pesci. He's a little shit.
Yeah. And the the best thing about all of this is like he spends like at least a third of the movie just like kind of berating his fiance for just random shit that she does, but it's a photo that she takes and her expertise on cars that ends up getting his cousin and his
Right?
friend in jail.
Yeah.
Don't.
Which
That's
I think
that's
is the
your
best part.
right.
Okay, and keep in mind through all of this, he and his wife aren't fighting.
No.
Fiance.
Like
No,
they're
they're
not
not.
fighting this entire time. They're arguing like a lawyer would, and they do
Yeah.
it all the time. And yeah, it does occasionally lead to like the stuff like hurt
It's an
feelings.
There's an Eden and a cat.
Hello, Eden.
Eden!
But it never actually gets to the point where they're like fighting about each other. They're always just arguing, except for the times when Vinny's blowing up. And to be fair, like 6 days without sleep, dealing with an asshole judge, keep getting sent to jail. I'd be a little on edge myself.
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
And like honestly, all things considered, freaking Lisa was very fucking patient with him.
Oh yeah. So, My Cousin Vinny, a story that a movie that lawyers say shows you exactly how to cross-examine a witness.
Yeah.
How would you guys rate My Cousin Vinny out of 10?
I would give it somewhere like an 8 or a 9 myself.
Yeah. Like 8, 9.
I'd say an 8 at least. Were you there for that one, Sterling?
For which one?
My Cousin
My
Vinny.
cousin Vinny.
No.
Okay.
No, she wasn't.
So more or less, our official ranking for this movie is an 8 out of 10.
Yee.
So we're left with 2 movies, one of which Zoe I'm gonna have you do, and the other of which I'm going to have Sterling do.
What?
What Women Want.
What would I want?
I didn't really see that one either.
You ain't it, pros.
Right.
Sorry.
Hmm.
I can do the one that me and pros watch.
I mean, I didn't watch that one.
Yeah. We would have to pull Mission watch and to watch that one if we were going to talk about it.
Okay.
I've actually never seen that movie, so like this is a situation of spoilers.
Yeah.
Aww.
It's so like I don't want spoilers for it because it's one of those ones.
I mean,
I
I'm
was
not giving you spoilers. I'm just saying it's a good movie.
Okay. So What Women Want. I know you enjoyed this one, bro. So go ahead.
I honestly did.
Go ahead.
Fucking okay. um so our main character for this one is just this
Nick.
is Nick. He, for lack of a better word, is just a chauvinistic asshole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. He's played by Mel Gibson, if that helps you imagine him as a chauvinistic asshole.
Yeah. And what ends up happening is he is supposed to he intended to be the creative director at his job, but that job is given to a really lovely blonde one. whose name I unfortunately don't remember, but she's really good. She's really nice. um, really nice, really smart woman. Um, and like basically her first first task to everybody in the office is to like is to just give
Helen
all of
Hunt.
them a bunch of is to give all of them a bunch of um products aimed at women and try to come up with possible ways to advertise some of these things. So
Yeah,
what
the lady's name is Helen Hunt. She plays
Helen,
Darcy.
yes, thank you. um so what Nick decides to do after getting ridiculously fucking drunk um is like he quite literally tries on every single one of the the products that are given to him. There's nail polish, there's freaking leg wax, there's
Yeah.
pantyhose,
So
Oh,
for a moment,
there's a
imagine
bra.
Mel Gibson in a Wonder Bra, pantyhose, nail polish, mascara,
mascara.
with bath
Mascara
beads
and
having
lipstick.
just waxed his leg.
Yep.
Gotta shave first.
To the
And plus
tune
lipstick.
of oh god, what the hell was her name? She did the song "I'm a Bitch." Um, damn, did I really fucking forget that lady's name? Like I was giving you guys shit when we were watching it for not knowing what the hell her name was. Um, no, it's not Aretha Franklin. That's the song. All to the tune of this. Keep in mind this whole movie has a soundtrack of Frank Sinatra songs and like the poppiest goddamn girl songs of the 90s.
And I like Frank
Yeah,
Sinatra.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
No,
it's fine. Um I did also just remember also that while all of this is happening with his job, his daughter also gets dropped off to stay with him for a while because her mom is off somewhere. So like as he's like trying on all of these like women's products and whatnot, I'm pretty sure his daughter actually walks in on him while he's
Yep.
doing all of that.
yeah.
With her boyfriend Cameron, who needed to die.
No,
He did kind of need to die.
no offense to anyone who named Cameron. I bet.
Cameron is a very nice name. This guy was just a douche.
Yeah.
But anyway,
We will agree to disagree on Cameron being a nice name.
I know a,
but anyhow,
I have a
moving
friend
on.
who named Cameron.
Yeah,
sorry.
but anyway, like at some point, Nick is drying his hair, but as he's drying his hair, like he slips on the freaking bathroom floor, and like as he's trying to get out of the bathtub, which is full of water, um, the the hair dryer falls into the bathtub and electrocutes the fucker. He somehow doesn't die. Somehow.
Somehow. Magic.
But when he wakes up, he can hear the thoughts of literally every woman around him.
Which could be a good thing or a bad thing. You decide.
Depending on your perspective.
It's
And
both.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there comes a point where he like in spite of the fact that he is absolutely freaking out about this, there does come a point where he decides to use this to use this to his advantage by a well he sleeps with a girl at a coffee shop, so there's that. He uses it for that. And also in an effort to get Darcy fired, he uses this power to basically steal all of her good ideas. and the managing to also fall in love with her in the process.
Mm-hmm.
And there is also a subplot with one of the more quiet co-workers who usually just handles files and runs around with files and
And
stuff
no
like
one's
that.
help her.
Adorable.
She's really
Yeah.
cute. Which no one
Yeah.
helps her whenever she starts like spilling stuff. I'm like, okay, guys, really? You don't see a woman who needs help? You don't? Okay, fuck you guys.
Yeah, but like throughout all of throughout um throughout all of this, while freaking fall in love with Darcy, Nick also finally starts drinking his motherfucking respect women juice for once in his
Right?
goddamn
Oh,
life. And um in light of this, towards the towards the last couple of minutes of the movie, um he goes to the house of the super quiet coworker girl that I was talking about and offers her a new job as a copywriter, and then goes to Darcy, tells her the entire truth about him, like, basically trying to steal her job and whatnot. And um Darcy reacts to this first of all by telling him that he's fired.
yep.
I need you
But
to save me. You're fucking fired.
but then after that she tells him that she does still love him. Which which did make me happy to hear that.
It's a really good movie.
But I also did like the father-daughter bonding time
The
that he had.
father-daughter bonding stuff was also really good, even though the daughter was trying to fight it like really hard.
Yeah.
So, What Women Want? How would you rate this movie, folks?
I want to give it a 9 personally.
I want to say
What
like
I
8.
thought, 6.
I'd say an 8, honestly. Like
I want to
it's,
say like 8, 9.
it's certainly better than the 3 of What Men Want,
Oh god.
which was the
What?
remake that they did.
What do men want? Let me ask you that. What do men want?
Vagina or
Vagina.
butthole. That is what men
Or
want.
and food.
Or
And
food.
forget about
Like the
or
thing
food.
is,
Food, that's
a
literally
man can deal with anything else in the world if he has a good meal and someone to sleep next to. They don't even necessarily have to have sex. They just need to have somebody to sleep next to. It's very important for men. Because where you may not think that men want intimacy, we fucking do. We just don't outwardly say it.
Yeah.
Unless you're like my boyfriend, who clearly have no balls and say everything
What?
that he wants to do.
Wait, what
No,
about
Trev. No, Marco. He's literally.
Remember, we're
horn dog.
live!
I don't care.
Okay.
I put the link to the stream in the chat where Marco is anyway, so like he's more than likely going to end up seeing it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We only have 2 viewers right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know where anybody went. So that's this one so far, at least.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give this one a solid 8, let's say, averaging it out between our scores.
Yeah, we can say 8.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry to have interrupted what you were saying. You can continue if you'd like.
I mean, I was about done anyway.
I was talking to Zoe. I kind of
No. I just want to say that one thing.
Okay.
He knows.
Anyway, so we've got one movie left, and this one is quite clearly in the specialty of Zoe because it was. I don't know if anybody else was even there when we watched this one.
Nope.
This was with Sherlock Holmes with
No,
Robert
no,
Downey
it's you and
Jr.
me. No, this one was just you and me.
This was the last one. We replaced The Mist with this because The Mist is shit.
Replace something bad with something good.
I mean, you're right.
All right, so go ahead. Give us the synopsis of Sherlock Holmes.
Alright. Sherlock Holmes. Played by Downey Robert Jr., aka Iron Man.
AKA
Blah,
Robert
blah, blah.
Downey Jr.
Then yeah.
You said Downey Robert Jr. and I was like, wait,
Oh.
what?
Oh, that's our mesh.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man.
Iron Man.
That'll work.
Dr. Doolittle.
Oh God.
Anyway, he is a detective with his homeboy Watson, who is a doctor. And
Victorian England.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I love how fucking. I guarantee the person who just came in was Vin because I pinged the chat to let him know what was coming up.
During England, the Victorian England. Thank you.
Victorian England. Continue. I didn't mean to interrupt. It's just
In oh my god, in Baker Street. They oh god, the echoing. They just finished saving a girl from a cult from doing a sacrifice ritual for their Lord and Savior Satan.
Quill, the echo's coming from you.
Hold on a second. I gotta restart Discord. I'll be right back. Keep going.
Right. And during all of that, they managed to capture the dude. Well, job well done. And also, Lord
Blackwood.
Blackwood? Lord Blackwood is supposed to be dead.
Supposed to be.
Supposed to be. Watson checked his pulse to be extra sure. He did. He was dead. He proved to himself that he was dead. Wrong. He was still alive.
Go ahead.
I'm scared to even explain. I'm just scared to explain anything anymore.
On the third day, Blackwood supposedly comes back to life. Holmes gets a little bullshitty about this, which he was right. Of fucking course he's right. More or less, a bunch of shenanigans happen. They run into this chick who is scared of somebody who's like a villain they're introducing for later, which is James Moriarty. So that all goes down. More or less, the plot continues to progress, and eventually Blackwood and Holmes end up fighting on top of this bridge, and Blackwood trips, falls, and has chain wrapped around his neck, and yeah, he gets his neck broke anyway.
Yeah.
More or less, this is very much a movie you've got to watch. Like, trying to explain it is like trying to explain a fermented berry drug trip. It's not fucking happening. But it is a good movie. I'd give it probably a 7. Personally, just because, like, that's high on a list of movies for me.
Give it like a 7.5, 8.
I can compromise on 7.5.
Like, it's a really good show. Movie. It's a really good movie.
The little fundamental issues of any Sherlock Holmes adaptation.
I love Sherlock Holmes, and fun fact, there used to be a little game about it too.
There was a shit ton of Sherlock Holmes.
There's a lot of games.
There was board games.
But there was a board game, but I only played a video game during that at the time. So I was excited about that.
I am going to hit the be right back screen for a sec because I have to use the restroom, and then I'm going to come back. Why don't you guys explain? Because Zoe, you have gotten the biggest preview of this shit.
Yeah.
Give a brief explanation of what cancer we are about to read.
Okay.
Keep in mind, pros, if you want to dip out after this, you can. You don't necessarily have to stay in here because we only the donation only went between myself, Zoe, and Sterling. So you don't have to stay here for this pain if you don't want to, but you can absolutely stick around just to laugh if you want. Then, if you would like to come in to laugh during this, just hit up the now waiting chat. I will be right back.
What me, Sterling, and Enigma was about to do is read this god awful, terrible fanfiction. Anyone know My Immortal? Yeah, it's that. this one's a lot more tame than my immortal. Oh boy. And it's called Forbidden Fruit, The Temptation of Edward Cullen. And it's Twilight fanfiction. Oh boy. Just to let you know, I read through all of it. I hate it. I was bored and had nothing else better to do during that time. And this is going to be great. And am I ready for it? No. No, I'm not. I'm going to have to bleach my soul when this is done. So, now everyone else is up and ready to get ready and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
How is everyone doing? Oh, hey.
Yes, I am back. Did Jenny decide
I was
he wanted to...
I was asking the crowd how has everyone been doing, and before I asked them that, I explained what the hell we're gonna do.
Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. This is about to be terrifying. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do about this. But I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do the best I can.
What's he doing? His best.
Yeah, like what said pros. If you don't want to be in here, it's up to you, really. But you
You're
can
not
listen for the
contractually
shit and giggles.
obligated.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm back.
like you can still be in here for the shits and giggles. Fuck, making them
In a world
travesty
where
out of
terrible
us.
fan fiction is the norm,
Yeah.
we have taken one man, one Ulfric lady, a Perlean, and a half-dragon,
Full
dragonborn...
dragon.
Dragonborn or half-dragon?
Full dragon.
Full dragon.
Dragonborn, stupid.
One of
Dragonborn.
And full dragon have come to give the real tea on forbidden fruit, the temptation of Edward.
Grandma Sterling, you're a Dragonborn.
No, oh,
she's
Oh.
a half dragon.
You
I'm a
half-dragon.
half dragon. Half dragon.
So,
Not a
for-
dragonborn. They
for
look
those of you
different.
Do they
are
really?
interested in this, the introduction of this is what I will go ahead and point this very much. This is your person who pulled this shit out. Here is a repost. The famous fanfic Forbidden Fruit, The Temptation of Edward Cullen. Written by someone named Becky Max 666, who may or may not be the original author of My Immortal in Disguise. Which, if you've read the description, is about a Mary Sue. Shocking, I know. I never thought I'd see a bigger Mary Sue than Bella.
Right?
Coming to Forks and falling in love with Deadward. Like many other fanfictions with Sues, this one had bad spelling, purple prose, and a lot of other bullshit. Read at your own risk. It says purple prose.
Oh.
Let me
Yeah.
Let me see what the word for prose actually means. A form of
Thanks.
technique of language that exhibits a natural flow of speech and grammatical structure. So it's got shit grammatical structure is what they're trying to say. We are going to have to shorten the name of the main character because her name is Atalantiana.
But we can just call her
Tiana.
Tiana or Tia.
Yeah. So that's kind of the horrible shit we've got coming up here. I hope you're all ready because, as usual with these terrifying fan fictions, there's our fucking donator who's supposed to be here for this. I see him in the
Okay,
chat
where
now.
is
That's
he?
what I was stalling for, was him to come
Okay.
back. Oh god. The pure unadulterated pain of this. Now I have to figure out where the hell the background is because I'm going to oh my god. I hate how all of this. Okay, it's media source. So, we're going to add something in which you will see some crazy shenanigans going on here while I adjust yeet. And go to the bottom and yeet. Shrink it down. Put it... Oh, God, no. Increase the size just a bit. Just so you know, I'm not fucking with you with how the actual thing looks like. And now I will move it down just above media source. Oh, God, that looks like shit. Just so you know, this is the pure unadulterated chaos we have to read. You can see the terrible spelling, the
Oh god,
horrid
it's painful.
things. Like, that is the fucking name we're supposed to be reading. Just so you all know, we're not bullshitting you. This is real.
Yeah.
This is real. So I will now put this right up over here. I'm gonna...
I am not drunk enough for this.
I don't have any wine with me at this moment. I'm just
None of
drinking
us are
water.
drunk enough for this. So that little window is going to stay right there, so you can all see what we are being subjected to, and you
I
can
mean, I was
thank
eating
our...
some grapes earlier, but that's not wine. It's just grapes.
And you can thank our lovely... Oh my god, everything's moving that I don't want to move. You can thank our lovely Vin V in the chat. If you would like to join us, just pop into general or requesting interests, and one of us will bring you in here.
Yep.
I'm going to start the pain.
Why?
Do it.
Author's note. Hey guys, this is a new improved version of my story. I hope it's better this time. By the way, I'm young and have dyslexia and I find spelling hard, but it's meant to be informal, okay? No criticism, please. Tis the story goes out to my BF Zakazaz and my best friend Tiffy. Love ya, girl. Everybody's our girl when I have sex and good. Love and blood, Becky Mac, XXXXXXX. Update, I have a proofreader and I've cleaned up the spelling and grammar on this chapter a hell of a lot. You will see.
Clearly
Thank
you haven't,
Vicky.
sweetie.
I will be improving the next chapter soon. Chapter 1.
Are you sure you had a proofreader? Are you sure?
I'll let you know.
Stop.
Chapter 1. Alatiana. Keep in mind you've got to do this in the straight voice because that's what Vin really likes. Hey, my name's Atalatiana Rebecca Lord, but everyone calls me Tiana or just plain T. I'm a 16-year-old girl and I live in Fort Washington. My hair is long and pale like spun gold and scamped to my waist like pale shimmering amber mist. My eyes are deep, forget-me-not blue, and my delicate features are lily white and pure as a winter snow and moonlight. I've been told by loads of sleazy, ugly, horny guys that I'm real pretty.
Hang on, I'm dragging Vin in here.
I look like a model or a bunny girl. Some of the guys who like me are really old and try to make opt with me as disgusting and wild. But basically, a lot of the girls I meet tell a different story. They say I'm too ivory white and ethereal and too skinny and that I look anorexic. I spelled wrong. Which I don't care about, but I think it's seriously disrespectful to people with real eating disorders. By the way, I'm totally not anorexic. I eat loads and just never gain weight, and I'm not thin enough to be anorexic anyway. I think they were just being biatches. Especially this one ratty brain called Ellie Mayfair who freaking dies in pain with shit in her face! Sorry, I'm not really such a batch, but she's so horrible if you met her, you'd think the same. Anyway,
Really?
I'm quite tall and slim, but with really big boobs that I used to hate because they look noticeable on my slender body and draw too much attention, but now I like them because I don't care who stares at me. I've got lip king and recently put black and indigo and magenta streaks in my long pale blonde hair. I smell like mint and cinnamon. I wear mostly black and hot pink, deep purple and neon blue, and listen to cool music.
What is cool music?
I don't fucking know. If it's anything like the last one, it's My Chemical fucking Romance.
I mean,
Okay.
probably.
As my first day at school in Ferguson, I just moved here to live with my new foster parents, Dave and Marie. They're real nice and very wholesome. Sweet people, but it's not like having a real family. I've been hurt too many times to let people close to me, and I don't talk to them very real. Mum died when I was born, and I never knew my real dad. I sometimes wonder what he's like and if I ever get to meet him. Dave gave me a ride to school, and I smiled. Smiled.
Smile?
Smealed.
Smiled.
No, it's spelled smealed faintly as he wished me good luck. And I got out of the car and went into school. Loads of people freaking stared at me as I walked down the hall. I was wearing tight black leather pants with silver chains at the waist, spelled wrong, and fishnet-like top, and you could see my black lacy bra through it. I ignored
Why?
whispers and the big pink cheerleader embossals pointing at me. I was used to it and paid no attention to the guys asking desperately for my number. Like, hell, even look at us horny little donkeys! And I told the ditzy blonde cheerleader called Jessica to STFU with a exclamation point and parenthesis. When she called me a freak, next time she tries anything, I'll hit her in the eye because no one messes with me any more. My first day, I was relay bald and gazing out the window at the grey cloud embittered sky for most of the morning. My teacher all looked at me disapprovable, but said nothing because they probably knew I was a foster kid and a gothic. I didn't want to upset me in case I cut 'em up as they slept. It's a little fucking violent, isn't it? My ears are pierced 4 times. 4 times! I have a tattoo of a scorpion like S, my birth sign, on my ankle, and a Catholic cross on my shoulder, and on my hand I have a weird birthmark in the shape of a 7-pointed star that I've had all my life. You're probably wondering why I'm bothering to tell you this. I just fucking am. Well, I tell you, I'm no ordinary 16-year-old girl. I have a secret and dark and forbidden secret, which, spelled wrong, I am only beginning to understand. When I sleep, I hear whispers in another language, and even though I understand them at the time, when I wake up, I can't remember it. I see weird faces in my dream that fade to nothingness when I open my eyes as well. At the corner of my eye, my birthmark glows shocking bright gold and gets really hot sometimes. But when I look properly at it, it's back to normal, boring scar colour. Boarding. With a D.
Boarding.
I am really graceful, spelled wrong, like the running antelopes? Antelopes. Okay, antelopes. When I run very fast, I'm strong and faster than most people. I used to just think I'm really relay athletic, but now I'm not so sure. I think there might be something else at work, something very more mysterious and eerie. The truth that hovers so softly in the brink of my memory sometimes, but if only I could remember the weird things that clung to the edge of my mind as I slept. At lunch, I sat alone in the corner and scanned the cafeteria quietly with my eyes smouldering dark blue beneath my long black lashes and slim thighs curled under me. I was then I noticed unbelievably droppingly hot dude with tussed blondie brown hair, golden yellow eyes like walls of hot caramel, which would be fucking brown, by the way, and pale sexy features. He was tall and muscle and looked like he was wearing eyeliner, and my body got hot and cold all at once as I looked at him. I never felt this way about anyone before, and I'd totally never felt this weird feeling that I met someone before, but I had no idea where, and I knew it was impossible because I freaking remember someone that hot. A girl sitting next to him with long brown hair and arms draped over him like a freaking fresh-eating plant. So I thought, well, whatever. He's taken. But she wasn't nearly as hot as he was. She wasn't ugly, though. I figured I would maybe be prettier than her, but I never really saw myself as beautiful. I'd guessed from things others had said. Plus, this girl wasn't great looking, but anyways, I never tried to pilch with another girl's BF, because that's just low. Well, that sounded surprisingly Irish itself. I never tried to pilch with another girl's boyfriend because that's just low. That sounds really Scottish, I'm just saying. So I got up to leave the hall thinking I'd go and smoke some bald drugs in the locker room while no one was there. As I walked over to he exit. I couldn't help but notice the hot, pale guy's musky eyes as they met my musky eyes. His eyes had a smell, folks. I locked away hurriedly. I smoked dope in the locker room for a bit. I wondered what wandered to my next class. I bumped into someone in the corner and my box fell everywhere. Frick! What the fuck? I screamed loudly. Watch where your feet can go, you arsehole! I had anger problems. I'm so sorry, he said in a voice like wet heaven. Please forgive me, my lady. It was the hot, pale guy! God, my screen is covered in spit. God, hello, Vin.
Hello.
I just saw the author's note for the next one, which I'm going to read, but after that, we're going to switch to Zoe.
Oh boy, okay.
Are you enjoying this pain so far?
Let me drink up more of my
Sorry,
water.
it's the Shrek voice. It's what the man paid for.
Mm-mm.
You want to get in here and do this, Prime?
Actually-
You can fucking do
actually-
this.
Actually, I'm just
No, you're good. No, I was saying you're good.
No, Prime wants to get in here and do it. He's absolutely able to do it. I forgot to add our
really?
placeholder chicken. Because Vin is in here.
No, I
Point this
actually
out,
want.
I didn't pay for. No, well, keep going with it.
Okay.
Since we're already setting the tone over here.
Okay. Author's note. Vincent, or whatever your name is, thanks for the lame review, you total dick. No one is making you read this fic
no
if you
problem.
don't like it, then please. Celestial Zodiac and Brittany J, thanks for the advice on my character, but she's not a Mary Sue. She's not perfect.
about
Look, she has
that?
anger problems, and she looks the way she does for a reason. I'll explain it as the story goes on.
God.
Oh God.
You leave the angry Scots alone, Prime, goddammit.
You're wrong yourself. You have no room to talk,
I'm in
Prime.
the Scott.
I was saying, you just got yourself, Prime. You have no room to talk.
He said, on behalf of all Scotland, never do a Scottish accent again, please.
Shit, you're right.
I'm just saying, if fucking Prime wants to come in here and read this, he's more than fucking welcome. Bring it on, dude. You want to read this trash? You're more than fucking welcome to.
I'm honestly
Let's
more than
not.
open to this.
Let's not. Please,
Okay,
no.
Zoe
Of
says
course you
no.
are.
If Vin decides to yeet something at us, we can do something for fucking Prime on buy day.
Yay.
Alright.
That's up to Vin, though.
Okay.
Oh, God.
That's good. Alright,
This is, what was this called?
this
Forbidden Fruit, The Temptation of Edward Cullen.
Cullen,
Vin had
yes.
yeeted some,
oh wow.
yeeted cash at us to read this shit, so there we go.
Okay.
Bullshit.
I'm literally about to say something. I'm literally about to read this.
Go ahead.
Any
I'm
more
done.
peanut gallery?
I'm
Go
done.
ahead, fuck.
Chapter 2. Edward. The capital is supposed to be a capitalized E, but okay. What the? My anger faded for my sapphire eyes. You spell from wrong. Whatever, I said sweatily. Oh god, sweatily. You spelled that wrong again. I didn't mean to yell at you and to be right. What the fuck? I think you need to be right. Thou art too beautiful for that, he said, and for once I didn't feel like cock dropping the guy for paying me a compliment. Instead, I just smiled. I'm Edward Cullen, he murmured. Who are the...
Eldard.
Tia.
I'm gonna call you Tia. You can maybe call me Tiana or maybe Tia. I said, feeling shy at the way he was looking at me. I seen that look in so many male eyes, but never quite as intense or sexy. His eyes has burned like hot gold velvet in a midday sun, like phoenix feather and rainbows, so gold and magical. That reminds me of bygone times, he said, carefully, reaching out a handshake and brushing my cheek. Thy face is like an old painting. Thou is exceptional. Oh god. You're not so shanky yourself. But I couldn't help noticing you. You have a freaking girlfriend, you ass. I saw you with her at the cafeteria. I notched his hand hard with my long black nails. Okay. They did notice them. Oh gosh, okay. He purred with a sly grin. I was up against the wall with his face right close to me now. He wanted oh god, really. He wanted to sex me. He wanted to sex me and I could tell. And suddenly he was kissing me. I felt a, oh my gosh. I felt like my slim legs could break in half and my heart expanded like a big balloon. I felt his hand oh my god, sliding softly down my neck and underneath my top. Oh my god, my parents are here. Fuck.
Oh no.
All right.
Worst time for your parents to be here.
Here's what's going to happen. I'm gonna read this chapter and the next chapter on the next chapter, due to a different amount of people that are part of both the crew and the audience. I am going to say a what they call a trigger warning. There is apparently a rape scene in the next one, so. Once we get to the next chapter, I will give everybody a heads
This is where
up.
shit gets from 0 to 60 real fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna give
Exactly.
everybody a heads up when we reach the next chapter. I can read the rest of this one since Zoe's parents are home.
Yeah.
But heads up, it's apparently fucked up from probably the middle of this chapter to and the next chapter on.
Yeah.
So where do we leave off? Rip the top off.
I softly down my neck beneath my top, and then I stopped after that.
Okay, I am going to do this in the Enigma voice just to attempt to make this a little less terrifying. He stoked my breasts for a few minutes, and his man carrot, and his man carrot standing in action,
Yes,
hard as a
this
rock
is-
against my
I
legs.
have a meme about this.
Then he ripped my top and pulled it off me. I doped it on the floor. We made it out for 10 minutes, and then he tried to take off my bra, but I pushed him away, suddenly thinking, what the fuck, Tia? You're just gonna let this total stranger take off your clothes in school, where anyone could see you? I never let a
Apparently.
guy kiss me before or touch me, and suddenly I was letting this cheating sicko with a freaking girlfriend grope me just because he was uber hot with XOE hair and cold as death. I was acting like a biatch and a slut. I was suddenly very ashamed of my actions. Bastard! Never touch me again, I gasped. God, this dude's voice. If thou thinkst thou can keep thou hands of me, he answered all smug, and I couldn't believe how he made me feel so angry and so aroused at the same time. At that moment, I'd never hated any boy more in my whole life. The worst part of it, he was so freaking hot, and I was totally creaming my panties.
Oh my
God.
Jesus.
Okay, so, trigger warning, this is the chapter with what is apparently a rape scene.
Yep.
Tune out if you need to, deafen if you need to.
Eden.
Heads up, motherfuckers.
Eden.
Eden.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a count of 10 Mississippi before I start reading this just in case. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now we are going to continue on, remaining in the voice. Author's note. Hi guys, I hope you like this one. I'm quite proud of it. Thanks for my support from my friends. Love you girls. Glad you like it. Oh, and Vincent, you're so dumb. Of course, Tia didn't go to math and all your bra. She's not a total guts. One more time, don't read if you don't like it. No fucking flames. What's the point of flaming people with no points? F off. Did you pick this just because they kept dissing a guy named Vincent?
Probably.
No,
Ben.
Nope.
Chapter 3. Uncle Larry.
And a possibility of me being there.
Saw T alone, watching TV at Dave and Mary's house. Couldn't stop thinking about my encounter with Edward Cullen earlier that day. He was so beautiful and sexoy, with such amazing hair and eyes. I could hardly believe he had noticed someone like me. But I was angry at how he made me feel, how I'd burnt like crimson hot flame when he touched me, how he'd not listened to me when ID told him to F-ring off, and how he dared to touch me when he had a GF anyways. Even if she was a mean girl with an ugly heart, not that hot. But no matter, one word, how much I tried to hate him, I simply couldn't. Suddenly, the phone rang. Hello? Hey, is that Atalantina? Tiana? Yeah, who is this? I asked. Or axed. It's Mike Newton from your class. I was wondering if you wanted to go to La Plush with me tomorrow night, maybe. There's a party on the beach with a whole crowd of us going, and I thought you seemed relay nice, so I thought maybe you'd want to be my date, please. Aren't you the guy that hangs around with all the pathetic cheerleaders and stuff? I asked. You mean Bella and Jessica's gang? Sometimes I guess, but they're way shallow and not as hot as you, and they can be mean sometimes. Why do you hang out with them? You shallow creep. And why are you asking me out when you hardly know me, Mike? 'Cause you think I'm hot? Why can't you just as shallow as you want to date someone because of what they look like? I'm not that pretty anyways. And even if I was, I'm so screwed up in the brain you can't even imagine. You would no want to date me if you knew how
Sounds
screwed
like
up
my
I
ex.
was. I would. Tia. Believe me, I would. You're so beautiful you can't imagine.
Surfing.
You're so pretty people lose their minds when around you. And forget their names. Forget to breath. Brethe?
Breathe?
Brethe. Brethe. Brethe.
Oh god.
How can't you have noticed that? I don't care how screwed up you are. It'll only make you more interesting. You're cool. You're wrong. And different. You're honest about stuff. You're right to be angry with me. I'm sorry for benign, shallow, and dumb. Just give me a chance to show you how much I care. Please. Well, okay. Maybe I'll go along if you don't have anything else to do. I said, not believing a word he said about how pretty I was. Thank you. Alatania. Thank you so much. He sounded so happy I couldn't help but smile as I put the phone down, but my smile faded as I returned to my thoughts. Mike Newton was kind of cute and seemed like an okay guy, who was nothing next to Eldard. Eldard.
Eldard.
Even though was anger with Edward, I
There you
have
go.
ever been
Bane?
with anyone in my life. Part of me wanted to chop his head off with a saw. Part of my soul would always
With a
remain in that
fork.
corridor where we had kissed so hard and passionately. I creamed myself. What the fuck? My heart had soared that day like I never had before. And I knew, that no one else was going to make me feel like that again. Then I thought that he was a cheater and a bastard, and my face burnt with shame. I couldn't believe I had behaved like such a whore. Wrong whore. I was scared of the affect he had on me. Bye, Tia. We'll be back on Thursday, okay? Marie put her head rind to the door suddenly. Okay then, have fun. I whispered clammily. Dave and Marie were visiting relatives for a few days. You look so pretty, she said, smiling. You're the prettiest girl I've ever seen. Oh my god, whatever, I reply, and I hate it when people say that. Pulled my blonde hair over my face. I was in a short, hot pink dress with low-cut black lace frills at the bottom and a black lace stocking. Dave's brother Larry will be looking after you while you're gone. You'll be okay. Where gone won't Tia. I hate to leaving you alone like this. And yeah, fucking babysitter, you know. It was so embarrassing. I could look after myself. Okay, that actually does make sense. Marie smiles and leaves the house. Greeting, a semicolon, Latin, Aniana. My name's Uncle Larry, said Uncle Larry as he came to the door. He was a fat ball with tiny black eyes and a red face. Hey, I said. You're the orphan, aren't you? He says. Is it true you killed your mother when she gave birth to you? What? I cry, my eyes filling with tears. You're an evil bitch, aren't you? Go outside and wash my car, he shouted angrily. I stood up and left to wash his car, and I got a soap bucket afraid of what he would do if I refused. I went outside and started to wash Hush car. It was a red Porsche. Porsche. He came outside and watched me. I knew he was watching me. After a minute, he came over and hit me hard across the face. Jesus fucking Christ! WFT, I shouted. He poured a bucket of water over me and hit me again. I was wet and crying. Stroked my jaw, but yeah. Okay, this is the part I'm gonna skip. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody will blame you for that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and skip the apparently very angry scene. Can somebody message Quill and let her know that it is not the thing?
Okay, I'm back.
We can
Hi.
skip over the concept of like that if you guys would like. The next person is either Prose or well, not Prose because she doesn't have to, but if Prose wants to, it can be Prose or Sterling.
Okay, I'll do it. Give me a second.
All right, let me get the author's note.
Okay.
No, flying with players, there's no point. If you don't like my story, don't read it. It's as simple as that. By the way, fucking that goddamn name. It's not a Mary C because she's not perfect. I would like everyone in the story leaks her. She has problems, she has flaws, she's unhappy. Would you like her life? No, I wouldn't. That's totally charging and horrible. You flavors I mean, make a set. One.
One.
What?
Chapter 4, La Push.
Okay. I sat quietly on La Push Beach. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
You can do it.
No, this is perfect.
I sat quietly on La Push Beach, apart from the party that was going on beside me. Mike Newton was following me around like a puppy, and he was so boring. None of the things he had to say were interesting, but I was nice to him because he wasn't a bad guy. My thoughts were elsewhere. I couldn't stop thinking da 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 da.
And I had my Siri vision.
I didn't understand any of how I felt so awful, but OMG, Mike, what are you doing talking to her? I turn around and see 4 nasty faces leering up at us. It was the cheerleaders I had seen in the cafeteria. And one of them was the girl dating Edward Cullen. The brown hair. Yeah, the hair isn't bunny.
Hair isn't a rabbit.
The brown rabbit girl.
Brown velvet?
The brown hair girl who was standing in the back looking moody and not saying anything. Stop being mean to Jessica, Mike said angrily. Tia's awesome and you just love it. Tia's awesome, and if you can't see that, it's just you being blind and shallow and stupid. That's the wrong you're.
You're always
Ways are.
You are.
Oh my god, I love this song. I was actually dancing in a protest to this.
What?
What?
I'm
What
serious.
song?
When I was down in it, I'm serious. When I was down in North Carolina, this was something that was playing in my headphones.
What? What?
Is there even music?
Never mind. No, there's no music.
Are we good to go?
Moving on. I'm sorry.
Moving on.
Sorry for that.
Sorry. I'm sorry. That was it. This. I'm sorry.
Anyway, keep going.
So,
going.
let me-
Yes,
keep
please.
going.
Then I will mute your ass.
Don't you dare. He's the
I will
donator.
mute myself.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to read.
I understand. Go ahead.
He's muted now anyway. You can continue.
Yeah, I mean, look at her clothes.
Yeah, I mean, look at her clothes. She looks like a stupid goth biatch with her slutty top and short skirt and fifth-neck tights. She is a rat hooker or what? Jessica screamed. She was really ugly when she shouted, even though she was technology, a hot chick.
Technology.
And was dressed in skimpy pink clothes. You know, wrong, no. You know what, Jess? You
Wait,
and your
did
friends.
she call her a rat hooker?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I just see that in all caps. I'm like, wait, fucking what?
Anyhow.
You know, the wrong no. You know what, Jess? You and your friends are so shallow, and you are the real slut. You and Bella and Angela and Lauren may wear short skirts and low cut tops and stuff, but that doesn't make
That has spelled make.
that doesn't make you beautiful. It's what? underneath that counts.
Like the
Like
electricity.
Electricity.
Right?
Yeah, speaking of which, said the sly blonde girl in the gang, not game, gang, who was called Lauren, pointing at me. Watch your breasts. They are huge. I bet they're fake. She laughed and her friends all laughed too. Even Bella and Angela, who had been quiet until then. I got up and pushed past them and ran away into the darkness. I could hear them all laughing at me, and I felt so embarrassed. I was really sensitive.
Relay.
I was really sensitive. Son of a bitch. I was really sensitive about the waist I looked.
What? No, that shouldn't even be there.
I hated the fact that it made all girls hate me and all guys stare at me. I would have given anything to be ugly or just inviolable. Okay, I don't know what she was going for that, but okay.
Invisible.
Invisible.
She just didn't spell invisible, right?
No.
Not at all.
I wasn't stuck up and didn't think I was beta than anyone else.
Beta.
Who was the alpha?
Because of how I looked. I just wanted people to treat me like I was a normal person. Wrong place for the apostrophe, sweetie. I couldn't help being slim and blonde with relay big boobs.
Oh my god.
It wasn't my fault. I hadn't done anything wrong. Are you okay? Someone from beside me.
Hang on, I have to do this next one.
Okay.
This next quoted line. Who are you?
Are you?
She's a pirate now. Who are
Pirate
you?
now.
Why would that steering wheel be? Arr, it's driving me nuts. Sorry.
Oh God.
A goth, edgy teenage pirate now.
I asked. 3 really pretty goth girls were standing there smiling at me, and I smiled back. We are Tiffany. That's not how you spell Tiffany.
It's not even kind of how you spell Tiffany, Abigail, or Rochelle.
Oh, right?
I've seen Michelle spelled like that.
And fair.
I've seen Michelle spelled like that.
We are Tiffany, Abigail, and Rochelle. They said smiling. You seem cool. Do you want to be our friends? There's more than one of her. Oh dear God, she's multiplying.
Alright, I got this. Yar, of course, I'd just be a bit melancholy because of them horrible cheerleaders. They were just being mean jerks and saying me boobs were fake.
OMG, you mean Jessica and Bella's gang? They hate us too because we don't care what they think, said Typhani. I'm pronouncing it like that from now on.
I think Typhani works.
Yeah.
Oh God. They are just jealous because you're the prettiest girl in the school now, and they're all playing next to you. But we don't care about stuff like that. We only care about people's personalities.
Cool.
I said, and we talked for hours. I talked to Typhani, Rochelle, and Abigail for hours, and they were so cool. I'd never had proper friends before who didn't care what I looked like or where I came from. They just liked me for me, and I liked them because they were uber cool and had loads of stuff in common. But after a while, they all went home, and I stayed on the beach. Wrong spelling for beach, sweetie.
Yeah.
Skipping the thing. Suddenly heard a voice behind me.
What? Ah.
So you're
Suddenly.
Suddenly, I heard a voice from behind me. So you're at Weltia.
Yeah, well, Tia, thou seem to be causing quite a stir at school.
His voice was. Oh, God. Well,
What?
Tia. Oh, God. I got a voice. Give me a second.
Okay.
Oh god.
Oh, God. Oh, this is just too cringe. I'm sorry.
Do the
No,
sappy
this is
voice.
supposed
Fuck it.
to be.
Don't
No!
use Sappy's voice for this nonsense.
How
How dare you?
Come
dare!
on, it's your
If
character.
anything, you smolder.
Absolute dare, sir!
If anything, you smolder.
No!
Oh god, no!
Moving on.
That's going too far.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, Tia, thou seems to be causing quite a stir.
Oh god.
Oh, my headphones!
His voice was smooth and sexy.
Oh my god.
From another time, Edward.
Yar! What do you mean?
Oh my god. I'm
Basically,
literally lost in
every gay at school wants to have sex with me, and every girl wants to eat me alive for it. How's that for causing a stir, my lady? He smiled and kissed my neck.
Yar! Shut up, ye jerk! By the way, I met your girlfriend before. Bella, I think her name is. I dinna like her or anything, but how the hell can you cheat on her like that? And kiss me how you did? At secure cheating bastard, and I should tell everyone. Ty Fanny told me you and Bella are like school's golden couple or something. What would happen if I told people how you acted in that corridor with me?
OMG, sweet lady, I must not tell anyone, he screamed.
I'm pretty sure someone from another time wouldn't say OMG.
It was a moment of madness, that's all. I'm so sorry for what happened. I hope Vaughn can forgive me, but I've promised myself to Bella, and that's just how it is, no matter how much thou interests me.
Fine, then stay away from me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I shouted as I left to go home, but then he followed me and grabbed me, pushed me down on the grind, and was burning with anger and fury, but I wanted him so deaf. Like, can't hear. I didn't even try to resist him. He knew how much I wanted him, and it drove me mad. He put his hands inside my panties, and I gasped. I was suddenly desperate to sex with him, and I tore off my clothes. I was in my underwear. I took off my bra and showed my naked, heaving breasts. "You're have sex with me now, Edward," I whispered.
I can't, he said. His body was on top of mine, and his fingers touched my nipple.
"Please, I be begging ya."
I can't.
I said, hating myself for being such a dirty whore, but unable to control my burning desire.
No! He shouted and ran away crying.
I put my clothes back on slowly, feeling ashamed and embarrassed. I could hardly move. I couldn't. Wow, that is the worst put of a fucking parenthesis I've ever seen. I believe I begged him to do sex on me, and it was even worse that he had said no. I went home, and Uncle Larry made me cook his dinner, skipping that while he ate his food, and then he skipping that, and hit me with a shoe all night, but I couldn't complain because I felt like I deserved being a horrible slut, even though it made me want to die inside. Larry left me alone. I thought about killing myself as I cried, and fell slowly into a dreamless sleep. Jesus fucking
So
Christ.
he hit you with the chaklanka. So he hit you with the chaklanka then. Okay.
Author's
Awesome.
note. Can I have some reviews, please? Who wants to take this one?
Um,
I have no idea what's
Okay.
going on here. I will now read for Tia always. Because now it is my headcanon that she is just the pirate from the beginning of SpongeBob.
Actually, I want to
God.
read.
Just
I
like-
want
Can I do Edward, please?
No, I was
and Zoe can read.
well,
oh.
Just like the beginning of Are You Ready, Kids?
oh God.
Aye, Captain.
No, because I actually never got the chance to actually finish reading the latest, like the last chapter I did. So I
Okay.
at least want to finish reading a chapter.
Okay. You can take this one. I won't do the pirate voice, but it's coming back in the next chapter.
Yeah.
All right. I have to use the restroom anyway, so I'm going to go do that while you guys read this chapter.
Okay.
Yeah. Good luck.
All right. Chapter
Oh my God, I
5.
was choking.
Oh, God. Chapter 5. The Talent Contest. It was a week later, and I felt like I was slowly dying inside. My body had crumbled into pieces, and I was alone in a horrible darkness of my mind. The 4 cheerleaders had followed me around the school, had been mean to me for the last week, making fun of my clothes and my purple streak blonde hair, saying I was too slim, that I had boobs like a porn star. I really,
Prawn star.
oh my, like a prawn star. It really upset me. And also Uncle Larry.
We don't need to talk about Uncle Larry.
Oh God. Nothing. No. Okay.
And even though Dave and Mary are back home now.
Thank you. Even though Dave and Marie were back home now, every time they were out of school, but I would just anchored him and pretend he wasn't there. I was so embarrassed about what happened, and I hated him for the way he made me feel, and the fact that he was a cheater and an ass. I would probably have ended up my life that week if it hadn't that there's the where's the pressure the grammar and for my lovely new friends Abigail, Rachel, and Typhony.
Typhony.
Who were totally cool and helped me fight off that evil cheerleader. I hadn't told my friends about
A boy.
Uncle Larry, and Edward.
Eldard.
Eudord. Eudord. But it was nice to have some people who like me. Anyway, I sat at the cafeteria with them at lunch. Hey, Tiana, are you doing anything at the talent contest tonight? Rochelle asked at me. No way, I'm not good enough, I said shyly. Oh my fucking God, are you kidding me? You're amazing singer. Oh God, you're an amazing singer. You're the best I have heard you. No joke, said Abigail. Thank you, but you're just being nice. I'm not that good. And even if I wouldn't perform, I mean, I hardly want to contract more attention to myself than I already have. The whole school is already talking about me, saying what a freak I am, and I just want to be an average person. I want to be a normal girl with normal needs. Oh, come on, T. You have to do it, Funny said. Jessica and Bella and the Sheila wins every time with their dumb dance routines. It's so annoying. They aren't even talented. Someone needs to teach them a lesson, hun. I don't know, maybe what?
Plimpled?
Plimple? Plimple mutely. Okay. I had no intention of actually doing it. Oh, you actually spell some words right. Way to go, Sunny. Way to go, honey. Way to go. later on, me and my friends sat in a crowd and watched the contest. The cheerleader did their dance routine, and they weren't that awesome. They were just slutty. They just wearing slutty clothes so older guys could stare at them because they were popular and no one allowed them to say they sucked. At the end of Bella ran into Edward. Arms I. Oh god. Blah 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 blah. Haha. Ran into Edward's arm, and I felt flame of jealousy burning up inside me.
That
They
is
kissed
not
for
how
a
you
long
spell jealousy,
time.
first of all.
Exactly.
Jealousy.
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 They kissed it for a
Forgot to
long
explain it to do.
time. Come on. And although he looked at me the whole time, I wanted to cry and scream. The principal kicked up on the stage and said, "And now for our final act, Tiana Rebecca Shalorin." Everyone looked at me, and I was shocked. Oh my OMFG! Who put my freaking name down? Who put my freaking name down for this?
Fringing.
I screamed it. Oh, fringing! Thank you, fringing name for this.
My fringing name.
Who knew, girls? Just get up there. Abby pushed me towards the stage, and I went up there. I sing total Eclipse of the Heart. No punk rock version that wasn't sappy and lame or anything.
Listen here, madam. Total Eclipse of the
I
Heart.
happen to love the original version of Total Eclipse of the Heart, thank you.
I have to put this out. Total Eclipse of the Heart is a beautiful fucking song about the emotional goddamn journey of a woman who has been left by the man she loves. Fuck you and everything you stand for, madam. Okay, go ahead and continue.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I need to listen to that. Anyway.
It's a really good song.
And everyone watching me, I was embarrassed at first, but everyone seemed to be enjoying themselves, except the cheerleader who looked totally mad. LOL. So I sang louder and louder, and my voice soared higher than ever like magic. I was wearing. That's not how you spell wearing. Wearing. God. I was wearing a purple. Oh, okay. I was wearing a purple lacy top cut low enough that you could see my bra with a black skirt and a purple fishnet, spiking black heels. Be careful not to hurt yourself while you're on stage. The song finished.
Please be careful in those heels.
Please. The song finished and everyone looked happy and clangled at me. And I went clangled. And I went blushing to sit with my friends. To sit on my friends.
Apparently. Apparently her friends are chairs.
Friends.
Apparently
not
her friends
on
are
my
now
friends.
chairs.
Reminded me to kill whichever one of you bitches put my name down for this. I said, smiling. Lol. I shouted, Rochelle. It wasn't us. It wasn't us. You know. That's not how you wrong now. The winner is Tiana. The principal screamed. Whatever.
Supposed to be ecstatically.
Ecstatically, thank you. Ecstatically, I went back out upon the stage and shook his hand, and everyone applauded. That's not how you spell applaud.
That is not even close to how you spell applauded.
I screamed my name, except for Jessica and Bella, who looked like they were about to kill me. My friends, my eyes, oh my god, straight to where Edward stood, gazing badly at me. I
Baldly.
almost fainted boldly at me. Oh gosh, I almost fainted right then at the sight of him looking so hot and gorgeous. That's not how you spell didn't. Or don't. No, that's not how you. That's not how you spell don't.
didn't.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't think anyone else would notice, but he had a
massive erection.
A massive erection.
Boner.
A
I didn't
massive.
know quarantine was also an
God.
I didn't know COVID was also an STD.
Oof.
A massive
Was it-
erection that it was so hot and sexy. I saw Bella and Jessica storming out of the room, angry that I had won, and I smiled. Later on, I walked at home happily. That a car purred up beside me. It was you, dirt.
Ew, Dard.
It's you, Todd.
Get in the car. Get in the car, loser. We're going shopping. I'll drive thee home, sweet lady.
Does this motherfucker ever watch the goddamn... Like, even I know that Edward didn't talk like a fucking 1930s goddamn
No,
snake
he
oil
did not.
salesman.
God, he talks like
did
a
not.
person.
Person.
I'm just saying more or less just thinking that whoever was typing this had a stroke.
They had a huge stroke.
If so, this has been a
Like,
stroke going
I'm
on
just
since
waiting for
fucking
it.
Harry Potter.
I'm just waiting for one of the author's notes saying it. Hey, by the way, does anybody know if smelling toast is a sign of a stroke?
Oh, God.
Yes, it is.
I want to finish reading the rest of this chapter before.
Go ahead.
Oh, you said in his beautiful old-fashioned speech, I did as he told me without knowing. Right, we're quite for a minute. That's not how you spell minute. You were awesome tonight. You have a stunning voice, like silk and satin in the moonlight. You looked beyond beautiful up on that stage, like an old painting at a church. I wanted to charge right at you and kiss you with thine lips right here. He still had a huge erection, and I wanted to touch it so
God.
badly,
You
but I
might want to
didn't.
see a doctor about that, Edward.
Yeah.
Well, you know, if it lasts longer than 4 hours.
Just wait for.
Okay, who slipped him the Viagra?
I think Bella might want to have something to say about that. I snapped it. Where is she? Anyway,
New way.
new way.
No way.
At home, sulking because she lost a contest and had a total pussy fit and cried for hours because V was better than her in a contest. How mature! I said sarcastically. At that moment, Edward put his car to the side of the road, looking at me. Oh God! Looked at me in the touch of my hand. I slapped at him hard in the face. You will never touche me again. Dan, you sicko.
Oh
Hashtag.
dear.
I will, then kept hitting him in the face and chest. Last week, I fucking begged you to sex on me. You turned me down. I have never been so humiliated in my freaking life. What the hell is wrong with you? One minute.
One minute.
One minute you all. Oh my God. 1 minute you're all over me, and Nick. And it's like it didn't even exist. Didn't freaking touch me ever. Oh my God. It's complicated that Tia, my friend. It's complicated, my lady. Oh no. Yeah. It's complicated, my lady. I'm sorry. I hurt thine feeling. I just can't resist thee. But I can't with thy either. I never meant to drag thou into this mess. It's not the fault. I totally ruined everything. I am so sorry. I'm what? I'm dismissible.
You're despicable.
Oh,
It's me. It's me or her, I said bluntly. I can't make that choice, Tia, he wept. You're gonna have to.
Jesus.
First,
I mean, yeah.
The bluntness
Yeah.
of that, you're gonna have to.
Yeah, really.
first we have to tell who thou really are, he said.
really?
Who were thy parents? What are thee? My mom dies. My mom dies when I was bored?
My
I
mom
never
dies when I
knew
was bored. You read that
bored.
correctly.
When I was bored.
I was bored. I never knew my father. That's it, I said. We both not. We both know that's not the full story. You're a vampire, like me. That's not that okay. Oh, MFG. I'm not a
What drew you to that conclusion? That's what I want to know.
yeah. Do I sparkle in the broad daylight? I don't. Okay, that means I'm not a fucking vampire.
If you sparkle in broad daylight, you're not a fucking vampire either.
Vampires don't fucking sparkle.
Fucking sparkle.
Oh my god. OMFG, I'm not I'm not a freaking vampire. I think I've noticed you total dipshit. You don't drink human blood, he said. I don't drink any blood, you asshole. This is already of a joke, cause no one is laughing. I got out of the car, I ran away feeling insulted. I didn't want to see that stupid hot jerk ever again. I went home. The memory got rid of his sharp erection and deadly cold body. I cut myself oh my gosh, I went to sleep in tears. Okay.
Why is his erection sharp?
That's what I was about to say. If his erection is sharp, that's kind of a problem.
That does seem like kind of a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've
Well,
got.
It was better than it. It was better than the line that my other friend
We
was
have
saying when they were
3
reading
more
this.
chapters. All right.
I got 3 more chapters for this.
Author's note. Do not just attack me for the things I written on this chapter because to his parents. I haven't explained anything yet, and it will make more sense later. Chapter 6. The Curse. Oh, you dwarf with your skin so white, your eyes like amber out of sun. God, this is lame. Pale angel in my eyes, hair like gold rosy sunshine. I read the words of my poem out quietly. I had written a poem about Edward. I just couldn't help myself. I hated myself for doing it, but I couldn't get him out of his mind. It was the only way I could deal with my feelings. Suddenly, my mind went black, and I fell into a trance. A tall, pale man stood in front of me, all ghostly and misty, like he was only half there. My daughter? My daughter, he moaned. Who are ye? I whisper quietly. I am your father. I am Caius from the Volturi. You are in peril, my daughter. Prepare the vampire boy, called Edward. Why? I said. You mustn't let him sex you, or the curse your mother tried to protect you from will all fall on you. You'll become a vampire. You'll never be safe. Only as a human can you be safe from them. Then he faded, and I was awake. And Uncle Larry was standing at my door. Jesus fucking Christ.
Don't you
Oh my
knocking?
god, Uncle
You know
Larry.
what?
Why
Why
did
you
you
never
never
use
use your life?
We're skipping
I'm just
this.
saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. Every time Uncle Larry comes up, we got that intermission music like.
He was gonna do the thing again, but at that moment someone came running into the room and hit Larry across the head with a stick and knocked him out cold. Uncle Larry was standing there bleeding. I looked up at Edward. Oh my god, my sweet lady, he cried. What has this frightful asshole been doing today? Yar, he been raving and hitting me. I wept sadly as Edward unchained me and put my clothes on. Edward turned away. Wail. I turned away, wail. I dressed so he wasn't perving on me. And he looked down at the poem I had written. For truth, these are the most beautiful words I've ever seen. It makes me feel so very moved, he cried. I wish I wasn't promised to someone else, then I could write poems for thee. Yar, why be ye promised to Billy anyways? I ask. Because I made a promise, and I can't break it. It would be rude and ungentlemanly. Belle never used to be like she is now. When I first met her, she was sweet and shy, and was never nasty about anybody. But she has changed, and so have her friends. I don't know what made her change, but maybe it is mine fault, for she seems angry with all the time now. "Yeah, that be making sense, I guess," I said. We left the house and went to walk in the woods. We talked about loads of things, and it turned out we had a lot in common. We liked all the same music and movies and books and stuff. It was like magic. You know, Bella may be unhappy with you because you guys are not in love like you used to be. And you should break up with her so she can move on and you can both be happy, I say. She always was. She always used to say that she'd kill herself if I left her. I could not be responsible for her death. I just don't get what has happened to her. She used to be nice and sweet like thou, my lady. And now I'm falling in love with thou. Thee. Sorry. And it is such a damn mess. He hit a tree in frustration and it broke. He was so strong. I guess it was because he was a vampire. You're be falling in love with me, I ask, my cheeks going all red, my heart starting to soar. Oh, my God, forget I said that. He looked really embarrassed. It was so cute. He had a big erection, too. Wow!
Yay!
Jesus!
Why? Oh my god!
If it's more than 24 hours,
Why
please
do you
come see
seem
a
so prone to
doctor.
get
I
hard
retched
all the
out
time?
and grabbed his hard, throbbing male object. We couldn't control ourselves anymore. We both fell onto the floor and got naked and made love. It was amazing and lasted hours. Well, considering his serious erection problem, yes, it probably did.
Yeah,
I
probably.
never had been so happy in my life. I felt like I could die with hap pines. But after a
Hap
while,
pines?
Edward started to
That's-
freak out and cry. I have been such a fool, he screamed. I should have not let that happen. I hope thee can forgive me. I must return to Bella. And he ran away.
Did you literally just hit and run?
He did.
Yeah.
I
Oh
could
my
not
God.
believe it. It was like my world was caving in
He
all
hit
around
it
me.
and quit
I
it.
was so shocked and angry. Couldn't even cry or scream. I couldn't even scry. But I was. But as I lay there, I started to feel different, like relay different.
Relay.
Relay.
Different. I suddenly remembered what my father said to
Remember
me
the
about not
time?
making sex with Edward, or would turn me into a vampire. When my skin was getting all hard and pale and my eyes suddenly see a lot clearer than before, I could hear lots of little noises, even form relay far away. I even wanted to drink blood. I could smell a human coming closer. He was almost here.
God damn it,
It was Larry again. Where have you been? I'ma do the thing to you now. Something in me snaped. I jumped at him, broke his neck, and drank his blood. I was been strong for my size, but now I was super strong. He looked so surprised. It was so good. Soon, I dropped on the floor, and he was.
Didn't
Ellipses.
freaking Edward
Dead.
hit him? Didn't
Yeah.
Edward hit him with a 2x4?
A stick. Not a 2x4, a
stick.
stick.
It was just a stick.
Author's note, thanks for
Dead.
the review.
It probably was his stick.
It was probably his fucking raging erection.
Probably.
He just dick slapped him.
Mushroom stamp, bam! Vampiric mushroom stamp.
Vampiric.
All right,
He
all
hit
right.
the gas. He pulled the gas.
He pulled a gas. God damn it. Okay,
I
so this
mean-
is chapter
Totally
7.
did.
Okay.
Surprises. Who wants to take this one over?
Surprise.
Quell, do you wanna?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
You don't sound very enthused by this.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm not very enthused because I want to die.
Yes, that is exactly what Vin wants.
Yeah.
There it is. There's his fucking laugh.
There's
I mean,
the
like-
suffering.
I mean, like, if you don't want to do this, I can do this one.
No, I got it.
Okay.
Dear God, make my suffering end.
Please don't say that. He will
Only
make
a
us
few
do more.
Chapters. Only a couple more chapters. This is 7 out of 9. We're almost
7
there.
out of 8. Like,
Out of
there's only
8.
one chapter after this.
Yeah.
Hey, 7 out of 8.
Okay.
Just get the silver with
Surprises. I woke up sheepishly and wandered where and
It's
Yeah,
wandered.
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 Wandered where it was.
Okay.
You were correct.
my eyes were trying to say that it was wondered.
Oh.
No, it was wandered.
I woke up sheepishly and wandered where I was for a minute. I got out of bed wondering if all the things that happened to me last night were just a dream. I went downstairs for breakfast and then sat with Dave and Marie. They looked at me, smiles adoringly.
Aw.
Wow, Tia, I love your new hair and contact lenses. You look so beautiful. Said
Wrong
what?
door.
What?
It is the wrong. It shouldn't even be
Wrong-
yours. It should just be you.
It should be you.
It should just be you.
Yeah, I know. I know.
No, it's not you. It's
We
the
know-
fan
we-
fiction.
we-
Keep going.
It's not you. It's a fan fiction.
I know.
At that moment, we broke Quill.
It's okay, Quill.
even my inner Sappy is weeping.
No,
Some part of me feels bad for you, but some part of me just can't stop grinning.
You sadistic son of
Like my picture is a perfect representation of my smile right now.
a You sadistic son of a bitch.
Anyway,
I got up and
I
looked in
got
the
it, I
mirror.
got it.
Holy
I
shite.
got up and looked in a mirror. Holy shite.
Holy shite.
For the first time, I could see my face and was truly beautiful. It was even prettier than before. My eyes were a
Let me see your
weird. My eyes were a weird silver color with wet pools of noble moonlight. In
Noble
distant
moonlight?
is that supposed to be meadows?
yeah.
Yes.
That's not how you spell
Well,
meadows.
Meadows.
And there isn't a space after the comma.
So it's Meadowsand.
Meadows End.
Yes.
Meadowsand.
In distant meadows, and my ivory gold hair seemed to shimmer like the sun's burned rays in the morning.
Ivory and gold are two
Gold-
entirely
Thank
different
you. I was
colors.
about to say that.
As an artist, those are two different colors.
We're so close. Power through the
We're
pain.
anyway.
So close. Go through it.
Anyway,
It was prettier than before. My eyes were okay. I lost my spot. Give
with
me
with the purple streaks.
Purple
okay.
streaks.
With the purple streak shining like neon lilac. Why?
Keep on reading. Ignore the pain.
We've got this power through the pain.
You can do it!
The last chapter we're doing baton toss for.
I'm doing. Pass the baton over here when you're done.
And I was radiant and magical and looked awesome. My skin was even more pale than before, and my features more delicate and queen-like. My nose was small and dashing, and my cheeks were high and pale, and my chin was soft and majestic. I was amazing. Suddenly the phone rang and knocked me out of my silent staring. Dave answered it. But, oh my god, you're kidding. This is
Inconsiderable.
Considerable.
Inconsiderable.
What
I
is
got it.
the word?
That is not even close to a word. He was trying to say this is inconceivable.
Conceivable.
That's not the word you were looking for.
Not even close. And he hung up.
What happened, honey? Marie asked, smiling. Uncle Larry is died.
It's died.
Hold on a minute. I'm laughing so much I'm beginning to cry. Let me wipe my eyes.
Toss the baton.
Pass the baton over here. I got it.
I can do
Yep,
it.
go, I can't no more.
Baton pass. It is going over to
I'm
Zoe.
killing her right here.
Okay.
Uncle Larry is died. It looked like he was ripped apart by a wild beast. I was so sad. He was my brother. I suddenly remember what I had done. I screamed and ran to school. I felt so awful and guilty for what I have done. Really?
What fucking
Oh,
word is
I
that?
wouldn't feel remotely guilty for telling that sort of
Why?
thing.
I would not be.
Gayulti?
I'd be dancing around his corpse.
Right?
Exactly.
I've been doing a little Irish jig on his head.
Exactly.
I mean, at the very least, I would have gotten rid of the body, but still.
Are we just glossing over that it
I
says
would've just ripped his
Guilty?
head off and then just Kobe'd it right into the trees.
Guilty.
Kobe!
Power of the human brain right there, because you read that immediately is the right word.
Yes.
A talking panda bear. God damn it.
I knew.
knew
I
Uncle
knew
Larry.
Larry was a perv and a racist, and even though he had raped me, ba-da-ba-da-ba. I should have killed him. But why I shouldn't have killed him? That man deserved to die. Anyway, I was going to explode with guilt. I ran through the forest toward the school, but suddenly a large thing appeared in front of me. It was a bear, a big panda bear.
What the fuck is a panda bear? Never mind.
Okay.
I was about to say
In
when she
Washington.
said a lord.
Why is
I
there
was
a
a-
panda bear in Washington?
Why?
Okay. What, Van?
I was about to say like when she was describing something large, large was right behind her. I was just picturing it.
It's Edward's erection!
Is it
That thing follows her around. Anyway, I'm sorry, continue.
It was a big panda bear. It was really huge, fluffy, and really cute. But I was scared at that as it was a totally weird thing to happen.
You
What
think?
the fucking shit?
Alright.
Greeting, Taina. It said I was totally freaked out since the panda bear live in Forks. Since when did they speak? I totally confused. What the fuck? I screamed. I'm a panda bear. My name is
Snooflanti Tatuna. But you can call me Snoofles.
I'm gonna call you Snoofles.
God.
It's actually a really cute name for a panda bear, Snoofles.
Yes.
I got it.
That
Oh
is
my gosh.
That is adorable.
Alright, Snoofles.
I got
A
a
talking.
Snoofles.
You want to voice Snoofles?
I want to give Snoofles a baby voice.
Oh,
I can give Snoofles the Blizzard voice.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Alright,
Oh,
I'll read
yes.
for Snoofles.
A
Oh,
talking panda bear.
okay.
I shouted. I
Okay.
shouted furiously.
That's
not how you say it.
furiously.
Do it, Snowball.
Don't care.
Ironically.
Fucking
I-
furries!
Oh.
Anyway.
Hurry.
I can't talk like humans can, but you're not human anymore, so you can understand me.
Hmm.
How?
Oh.
There we go, now I've got it correct. But you're
There
not
you
human anymore, so you can understand me. You could talk to animals, you probably have other powers too, you just don't know it yet.
Like what?
What?
I don't know. Touch that tree.
Says Snoofles, smiling at me. I tested a tree and that's not how you spell concentrated.
That's not how you spell cascaded either.
That too.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
I'm sorry, but that's
And
Blizzard's
concentrated hard.
voice.
And even though it was winter, the tree suddenly started to bloom huge bunches of flowers. The flowers cascaded. That's not how you spell cascaded.
Cascadad.
Cascadadadad.
Cascada. Down like down like a river onto the bare forest floor. I took my hand away in horror. The flowers were so beautiful. They made me think of Edward. Why?
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 Then I remember how he had left me after we had made love, and I became angry. I touched another tree and burst into flames. Margot, what the fuck are you doing here?
Hey, don't bring Margot into this.
You would burn a tree.
Is
I
that the point?
don't like burning wildlife.
I
Is
think
that
we
the
should
point?
finish this before we all go insane.
Please.
It was as if the tree turned into things that somehow reflected somehow I was feeling. Oh my OMG, how is this possible? I said.
Don't ask me, I'm just a panda. Lol.
Oh. Says Snuffles. Snoofles. Oh my god, I want to give Snoofle a hug. Vigor in the
The
race.
MVP of this fic.
Yes. Vigor as he raises his eyebrows.
Oh my
But I'm
God.
so happy to find a person who can understand my speaking. Al colon ways wanted a human friend, but will you be my human friend?
Oh.
Uh.
Well, yeah, okay. Of course, who wouldn't be Snoofle's friend? I would be Snoofle's friend.
I love
I'm
Snooples.
sorry, but I'm just questioning this. This is Blizzard's voice,
Yes.
or was this
That's-
Blizzard's voice back when he was Snowball?
Yes, and then for a while after that, then he came back to sounding different, but we just kind of stick with the old one that I remember.
Okay.
Oh, okay, but I have to go to school now, so I'll see you later, Snuffles, okay?
That's cool. I'll see you later.
Bye-bye, Snooples.
Bye-bye, Snuffles.
She sounded like a
I-
mushroom trip.
That's the only good thing about this fic so far is Snoofles.
Right?
I know. It's just because you all like the Impy and Blizzard voice. But you have
I
to
mean,
run away
like,
to
even-
school and be totally weirded out by meeting me now.
I mean, even without the Blizzard voice, just Snoofles.
Mhm. I ran away and was totally weirded.
That's spelled correctly.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Just making sure. It was
Totally wasn't
weirded
spelled
out.
right, though.
Weirded out by my meeting with Snoofles, the adorable panda who was MVP. I was almost in a trance at school, and even though people stared at me and made comments about my new appearance, I have never cared less. And oh god, okay. In gym class, I ran around dressed in my gym clothes. I played dodgeball, and the
clear leaders, apparently.
clear
Clear
leaders kept throwing the balls at me really hard, like biatches, but I was dodging them like a pro with the speed of light, whirling around at the speed of
Round at
sound.
the speed of sound.
Speed of sound. Round at the
Let's
speed
not
of
gloss
sound.
over that Lauren came over to me and tried to hit me over the face with her balls, and I slapped her in the face.
Thanks.
So,
Yeah.
Lauren's a Fuda.
So I'm slowly getting used to Futanari. Lauren came over, tried to hit me with her balls, slap me. I ended up slapping her in the face. What the f, you freaking goth trotter bitch! She shouted with her ugly flapping like a big bag.
How
Leave me
does
alone,
face
yeah.
flap?
Ask Canadians from
slap.
South Park.
My god, leave me
Never seen a fat
alone,
person
yeah?
before.
I said, looking more beautiful than ever. No, I'll never leave you alone because you're weird, and what's happened to your face is like it's like you're from another planet. You're so pale. What?
Delicatess.
Delicatess.
Delicate
Freaking
space
ev-
ants is what it's supposed to be.
freaking everyone out, and we all hate you. I was so mad. I pushed her, but when her hands touched my arm, her skin started to blister, and froth and totally gross way. And she got struck by a bolt that wasn't dead or anything, but she looked totally disgusting, and she got taken into the hospital.
Oh god.
Oh god, oh god.
You can baton pass at any time.
No, I got it. I
You're
didn't.
stronger than me, Mish.
I didn't look for my friends after gym class. I sat in the changing room after everyone had left and cried because I felt sorry for what I've done to Uncle. Why? and Lauren, I sat there wearing a very short leather mini skirt with red ripped jeans and a skull necklace, and a gothic top hat with a feather on it. That actually is a really cute outfit. For once, you
That
actually
does
wore
sound kinda
something.
cool.
Yeah. Suddenly, I heard a voice behind me. Tia. Wait, hold on. I know. I need to do this. I need to do this. Tia. It's I, Edward Cullen.
It is I, Seahawk. No, I'm kidding.
It is I.
God damn it! It is I, Edward Cullen, said Edward. I turned to cook. Okay. I turned to cook at him. he gasped in a high-pitched way and fell over onto the floor. I was
Just
mad at him.
To briefly
totally.
demonstrate, gasping in a high pitched way. There you go.
I was mad at him, totally upset about others, stuff. So I didn't check to see if he was okay. He got up in a minute. I fainted, Tia. That was so sexy and exquisite. I lost my consciousness. My face is even more scared and filled with shining glory than before. I'm amazed. But then he noticed I was crying tears of soft blood. What? Blood end. He said,
There it is.
"What's wrong?
God damn it.
What's wrong with
Tears
the?"
of blood.
said Edward.
Tears of
I-
blood. I just realized that. She's
Yep.
crying blood.
Yep.
I mean, what are we supposed to cry? Water?
Cheers.
Said
Killed
Edward.
her.
I killed someone, Edward. I killed my uncle and drank his blood, and I think I made Lauren got struck by lightning.
I just want to point out that his name is spelled Uwaderd.
Yeah. Uwadord. Uwadord. It's okay, Tia. He was evil, and no one cares about Lauren.
Oh,
Edward
damn.
said.
Goddamn, throwing some shade at Lauren.
Edward
Someone cares about Lauren somewhere.
Edward said to comfort me. He put his arm around me. Still, what I did was awful. And anyways, get off of me! I stood up and shook and shock him off. Shock him off me. Don't come near me ever again. I haven't forgotten you. What did you happened last night? We did sex, and you left me there in the forest.
I mean, that
Okay.
was kind of a dick move.
Yeah, that was kind of a
Yeah.
dick move.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I cannot stay away from thee, and yet I cannot be with thee either. He cried as he threw his hand up and waved. Make up your mind, Make up your mind, Edward. This is serious. This is a serious thing. Either stay with me,
Ether.
Jesus, don't break out the ether. Fuck.
Don't forget the ether potion, please.
Oh dear God, no, not the ether.
Does this rag smell like chloroform to you? God damn it.
Either stay with me and screw me and be with me forever, or leave or go with Bella. Make your choice right now. I choose thee, Tina. Bella is being mean. Being mean cow.
Bella is a big bean cow.
I can't be with her anymore. I will never
this the
leave
cow
thou
Lord
side
was looking
again. Side again, my lovely damsel. And distress. I am damsel. I am distress. I got
I
this.
can handle this.
I can handle this. He started to cry, and I kissed at him. He was so amazing. He's yellow. His yellow eyes has tousled a blonde hair.
Oh, bon
His pale
hell.
skin made a blonde hair. His pale skin made me want to screw him all the time. I never seen anybody look so perfect. I took off my dress, so I was wearing my wait, you wasn't wearing a bra? Okay. I was wearing my underwear, and I sat on his knee. We kissed a lot. He touched it all over, and I felt dizzy and weak.
Weak. Wrong week.
1 week.
It's
Did you mean
been
it, Edward? Did you mean it, Edward? Be mine forever. I does. I shall be thy mate, he said beautifully in his smooth, hot velvet voice.
Yeah, well, let me
I
demonstrate briefly for you, smooth, hot velvet voice. I does. I shall be thy mate.
Oh my god.
No.
Obsidian.
Don't bring me into
Oh,
this,
dear
you son of a
Lord,
bitch.
no.
Enigma, don't bring me down into your fucking goddamn
Enigma,
pantser.
no! You promised me!
Leave Obsidian and Lucius alone.
Exactly.
Enigma.
Don't you dare, Enigma.
You leave me out of this.
Obsidian.
I
we
almost
love
done.
you.
I actually want to fit. I'm super.
You
prepared.
got
Let
it,
me
go
finish.
You're
ahead.
almost there. You're almost there.
I found some hibiscus on a bench and I tied him to a hook. Where the fuck? Okay, not
Where the
question.
fuck
That's
did you get handcuffs from?
Okay, where'd you
Either
find the
way.
handcuffs? Where'd you find the hook?
eBay.
I almost done.
What-
Let me
what is this,
continue
my
this in
high school
peace.
locker?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm nearly done. Let me finish this in peace.
Oh my god.
He was unable to move, and I took his pants down and looked at his throbbing lavender man fruit.
Lavender
Man fruit thing. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, and I put it in my mouth and sucked on it and thrust it madly until he had an orgasm in my mouth. The hot juice flowed into my mouth, and it was magical. Suddenly, a voice came from behind me. What do you think you're doing, you evil rodent people? I hate you both, and now I'm going to kill myself. It was Bella Swan.
Okay, bye.
Do it.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Ah, bitch.
Okay.
And that is the end of
Alright, we've got one
Forbidden
more chapter.
Fruit. Oh wait. Oh no, we do have one more chapter.
Yes, this
One
is
more.
it. Chapter
One
8,
more.
The Kidnap. So, either I'm going to read this or we're going to baton pass.
Please
Baton
let there be a
pass.
sequel.
You know my price. Hey, sorry it's been so
Okay.
long since I've been so busy lately. So I had a fight with my old beta,
Hey, don't worry.
but I have a new one now, and she helping me. Butte, she is on vacation this week and next. So I promise I'll sort out the spelling mistakes when I can. Yeah, I just slowly drove that into depression.
Yeah.
I'll sort out the
Chapter 8,
mistakes later.
The Kidnap.
All right. So, do we want a baton pass or do we want to just have me read the last chapter?
You do it.
Oh,
Uh,
all right.
Actually, hold on.
Yes, Vin.
I actually want to throw in some 2 cents here.
Oh, you want a baton pass with me?
You got next.
Why not?
All right,
You
let
want
me
a baton
actually
pass?
turn you up because you are a little quiet on my end. Because everybody else is set to
Why
200%. You're set to like fucking nothing. Do you have it pulled up?
Yeah, I have it pulled up.
All right, I will read the first half. You can read the second half. Fair?
Hmm.
We'll
Depends
let
on where the second half starts.
Uh,
Question.
I'll let you know with the words baton pass.
Yeah.
I sat
want-
alone in the changing rooms. I was almost naked and looked awesome with my exotic lighty hair falling down over me face like a curtain of soft yellow cream with bits of purple in it. But I didn't care how beautiful or exquisite I was anymore. Edward had gone and he had left to follow Bella to stop her from killing herself. And I was so mad. How could he leave me like that after saying Bella was a cow and didn't like her no more? I was pissed, and the tears falling down my face like a tepid summer rain of misery and woe. So I went home and skipped school and sat in my room with my black corset and leather panties. Were panties or leather? And I smoked some drugs and started to weep. Dave came on and made big smiley face. Aye, Tia, I didn't know you were home. I was school today. I didn't notice I was smoking drugs. I thought my cigarette pot was chopstick. How the fuck he did that? I never fucking know. It sucks. My life sucks and I want to die. I screamed. And my eyes glittered with beauty. I have no fucking idea what this accent is, but I'm keeping it. You teenagers and your problems, lol, he said, laughing a lot, and I knew he thought I was some silly kid whining about homework and dumb boys and stuff. He didn't know I had killed a man and lost the love of my life and had made Lauren get hit by lightning, and that all the school kids thought I was a freak because of me face and bodies were so different from everyone else's. Dave, you're a good person, but you're so fucking dumb, you arsehole. I shouted at him and threw my ashtray at his head without touching it. It was so weird. Why did this have to happen to me? I guess you're right, he laughed. I thought I was joking. I wasn't spoiled or nothing. It's so nice having you here, Tiana. You're so pretty. I swear you're even prettier than before. And I think your boobs have grown. Yeah, I know, they're like an E-cup now. I said. Dave smiled and patted me on the head and left. What the fuck?
That was the weirdest conversation I've ever heard.
Fair enough. I guess.
That is not a conversation you have with your adoptive father.
I was so sick of being treated like a kid. I know, and listening to me. I got up and got dressed in a long black dress and took some pills of drugs and went to the local nightclub, which was called Pablo Nightmare. It was a golf club where all the cool people went in farts. Bella had probably never even heard of it, lol. I met Snowfall's on the way, and he came with me. We went to the club and got drinks and started... You brought a fucking panda to the golf club! No one noticed, I assume.
Into a fucking nightclub.
I started dancing to the heavy metal music. You know, me and my panda friend. People there stared at us. Because I was different looking, and Snuffles was a fucking panda. But we didn't care. We were having so much fun. We were so drunk and had taken a lot of drugs. So my head was fuzzy, like there was snow everywhere.
I don't even want to imagine the concept of what a drunk panda bear would be doing right now.
You're called Diana,
You know
aren't you?
what? That just reminded me of the freaking pickup line panda bear meme.
Oof. And I go to your school, said Jasper Cullen, who was a tall, blonde, curly-haired, like straw, and soft and nice and not dry. He was tall, he was wearing a black pullover and red metal pointy shoes. Author's note, that description sounded better in my head. Oh, well, and baton pass. Go for it, Finn.
Oh god, where did you left off?
Okay. So
You are at hey whatever, Vin.
Okay.
What should I use for this?
Actually, yeah, that actually was halfway to go.
Hiccup.
I know my hands. If you want to baton pass to someone else, Vin, you can.
No, I'm trying to think of a voice. That's what I should do.
Okay, whenever
I think I should
could
just
get my...
I'm gonna hold my nose and read it.
Fair enough.
Alright.
Whatever. I said.
Oh god.
Okay,
Why
Squidward,
aren't you
let's go.
with the... I'm gonna talk normally, actually.
I'm about to say, like, you wanna...
Yeah, I couldn't breathe at the same time because I was laughing. Why aren't you with that girl I always see you with? You mean my GF Alice? Yes. He said, suddenly, suddenly. He very sad and started to cry and bite down harder on his lip. What's wrong, Jasper? I said. The problem is I don't love her. Or like she loves me. Hey, I'm gay. Hey, and that's wrong, and I feel so horrible about it. There's nothing bad about it. How being gay, you know. Oh, I said. Really?
Oh my god, she spelled really right!
Really?
Yeah, but she didn't.
Really?
But see,
Finally!
Seed? She didn't spell it said correctly. It's S-E-D. Seed.
Oh,
I'll take what I can
And
get.
looked
I
at
can take what I can get.
He said
and looked
chops.
shocked with his mouth open. And yeah, it's proper. It's proper normally. Oh, and Sniffles is gay and everything. I
How do
said
you know?
Sniffles
Well,
way
he's gay
gay.
too.
When
It
when
was
did this
Jasper's
happen?
way. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, Blizzard Cunningham. I'm friends with your daughter, but
I
whatever.
didn't even know I had a daughter. Alternate user versus Blizzard. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, a lot of things. He smiled, held, and we all stared dancing together, and Jasper gave us some of his drugs, cocaine. We had a really good time, and Jasper had another gay guy called Vince. Oh, fuck off.
Why does Snoofles have a car?
What?
Why does
We
Snoofle have a
all got in
car?
Snoofle's car at the
Why
end
does
of the
fucking
night,
Snoofles
and I
have a
drove
car?
around.
Snoofles have a car.
Why are they
Like,
fucking
no,
Snoofles?
Yeah,
That's bestiality.
and I drove around while the others all had sex in the back of the car. Or I was drunk, but costly. As I was a vampire, it was okay to drive it. I had better reflexes than humans. And
That's
You
not
I
how
still
it
can't
never
works.
get drunk.
works.
Actually, it's harder to get as drunk than usual, but whatever.
Keep moving.
But
Keep driving.
But
Keep
suddenly,
reading.
something jumped into the road in front of us, and I had to stop the car and get out. There was a man standing in the middle of the road. He was tall and muscly, and had black hair like the black feathers of a raven in the black darkness. Is there any kind of darkness that's other than black?
Black hair like black feathers in black darkness.
He was good looking, but he looked so angry. I got out my samurai sword. I often have it with me. But someone jammed up it.
You just fucking carry a sword with you?
Yes.
Wait, now I think this really was my girlfriend with
Yes.
dyed blonde hair.
I do.
But someone jammed up behind me and tore it from me. There was like 10 people all grabbing my body in the darkness, and they put a thing over my face so I couldn't see. They tied me up. Jasper, Snoofles, and Vince were too busy doing gay sex on each other to
Oh my
notice
god.
it.
I
I cut it.
situation.
Nah.
Why?
I cut it. I could hear them grunting and humping it and having orgasms on each other. It was so cute, and now I was so not the time. The man who had caught me took me away, and something and it hit me over the head, and I was unconscious.
You want me to take back over, Ben?
Nope, I'm keeping going.
All right, you got this.
Hey, I got no life to die. I can't die, so this isn't killing me.
Yeah.
When I awoke and I found myself up in a small dark room, and the tar Musul, oh man, or Musless man, and was in front of me. I was stripped down to my underwear, and I was chained to a chair with some metal chains that I couldn't move. Are those things made out of silver? Who are you? Who, you wanky perv?
All right, I got
I
this next
shorted-
line just because of this. I am Jacob, the werewolf king.
Oh my
Jack.
Girl
god.
goatee or something.
Sorry, I had to do that because it's just fucking the Pumpkin King.
He yelled with his eyes rolling around in his face. He looked so mad and crazy. No! I screamed and I tried had to broke myself free, but I was under so many heavy chains. So I looked into wagging face instead. Into his wagging face. Is his tail his nose?
Wait, to say that too.
Just
What?
because I think I can do it. I'm gonna read for Jacob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
What do you want from me? Why am I here? Or I say, and I started to cry.
You must be punished for what you did to Bella Swan! He shrieked, and the drool was sloping down his face like rain, only thick and foam-like. You are a half-bred! You should never have been born, eh?
Bred.
Your father was a vampire, your mother was a witch! The only time witch has been spelled appropriately! It's still not fuck! It's weird and wrong! And now you've broken Bella's heart! Half-bred! Half-bred! Half-bred!
Red.
You're like a crouton, but not!
I'm just asking this. Was your mother Ebony?
Oh, probably.
Most likely. Hey. This dude was insane. And he was so angry. He was jumping and up and down. But something and he said had caught my attention. He called it. What do you mean my mom was a witch?
My father used to know her. She lived here in the push, and she was a witch. She
Harry
called,
Potter?
make fire come from nowhere and control with 2 L's the weather, and talk to animals and loads of other stuff. She was a freak like you.
Of course. It all made sense now. Oh, really? Because none of this makes sense anyway. Hey, I was so shocked. I fainted. Yeah. When I woke up, Jacob was in front of me, and he was naked. He was smiling in a proper creepy way. I'm just imagining him squinted-eyed with his nose up, like, oh.
I've been imagining him like
Like Filthy
Derpzilla this
Frank.
entire time.
Yeah, same.
Like
Filthy
Derpzilla with the
Frank.
googly eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looked totally weird, like a greasy frog thing, and his male genital item was not nice like Edward's. That's why they do not have the disco balls.
Nope, it was like a horrible wet mushroom.
This got room.
It was like a horrible wet mushroom. He stroked my knee with it.
Yeah.
And I gasped. No, I gasped.
Gap.
Gap said.
Gap said.
You so tried to spell what right correctly.
What was he going to do to me? No, wait, better yet. What was he going to do to me? Exclamation point. But suddenly, before he could come any closer to the door of the room, were burst open.
We're in person.
It was Edward!
It was Udard!
You died.
It was Udard!
And the fic just ends
there.
there.
And there.
Holy
Thank
shit.
God.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And that was the forbidden fruit, the temptation of Edward Cullen.
Collins.
Because of
I hope you
I
all
want to
enjoyed.
die.
I just want to point out that a cliffhanger is only effective if you actually want to continue reading the story.
Yeah.
Please, if someone knows about a sequel, tell me.
No.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
I
I
don't-
love how this was also rated T.
T for
Right.
teen. Well, I mean, they
T for
didn't
teen.
ever say the word penis unless it was a misspelling.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I've seen a lot of places get shut down for saying breast, boobs, or anything else.
Mhm.
And maybe they gotten more lenient. I don't know. It's been a few years since I've been on this site.
Oh. Well, I'm sure you'll find something for us. And make us die inside.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. No.
Next time,
No.
Next time
Dragon
on
Ball
Dragon
Z.
Ball Z. Wait, I wonder what would happen if I had like a croaky voice.
Next time on Dungeons and Shenanigans.
Yeah, next time on Dungeons and Shenanigans, whatever the hell we're watching.
Yeah, well, next week we're going to be doing the Robin Williams marathon. So that should be interesting. And then we've also got some animes we've been watching that we've got to finish up. And after we do that,
There's
we
a
can
whole-
give a proper review.
What's the other one?
Yeah.
We've got No Game No Life we got to finish.
We
And the
got
movie.
No Game No Life. No, we finished watching No Game No Life. We just
didn't.
need to see the movie. Yeah, we did.
We didn't finish it?
We did.
No.
I thought we did.
First,
We
you
never
Shield
finished
Hero
it.
for
No,
getting
we
more than
didn't.
2 seasons.
Okay.
We were a gonna, and then we just never did.
Right. Okay.
I'm actually kind of sad we didn't get anybody to like donate to us because of the new stuff.
No.
It's a little sad, but I'm sure
I
eventually.
wait. Please tell me your fanfic like rating is just not up par. It's like really high. Please. Because I want to like donate something, but it's like
Yeah, no, it's like
gosh.
it's set there for Vin.
okay.
Well, if I come up with something,
I know you will.
I'm always here
You
to watch
know you can
break.
bank them, right? Like you can technically bank a donation for later.
I was thinking about it, but yeah.
Yeah, but I also have a bill to pay.
That is a good
Pay
point.
first.
Regardless, that is something that I will tell any audience who sees this later. You can bank donations for later if you end up wanting to donate and to have a fan fiction read. Again, it's not cheap because these things, like, we've been live for about 3 hours now, which is why it is so expensive, because it is taxing and very rough on the everything. And it really depends on how much of the cast you want to be in, if you want to have specific guests. We give Vin a lot of leeway because he has done so many times that like we will always invite him in.
Thank you.
Well, you fucking yeeted enough at this goddamn show.
It's like I throw a gold brick at someone.
Yeet!
Oh, and since
I'll catch it. It'll probably knock me out, but it was worth it.
it just boomerangs back.
But we do have 2 new donation things. I'll probably just play them. Unless we get somebody towards the end of this. Regardless, did anybody have any thoughts on the horrifying fanfiction we just read, aside from I'm dead inside?
Can I go drink bleach now?
No.
Oh, so wait.
I'm gonna go read
Oh,
a better
I got a meme for this.
fanfiction.
You have a meme for what? Where is you? Dwarven
For-
meme chat.
Look in the Dora meme.
I'm going. Corn pop? No, Mac Carrot! Man carrot! I'm going to go get that man carrot.
Man,
Gary.
I hate it.
Next week is...
Thank you, man, Squatch.
Next week is bye week, so we will be having, if Pros manages to get him to show up, we will be having Prime on for bye week.
Yay!
And,
Question.
of course, the Robin Williams Marathon's reviews, which should be relatively interesting. Does anybody want to talk about anything else before we go?
Oh, if anybody has any horrible fanfiction suggestions, and please send them to me.
You remember the pile of them that's in the old server, right?
No, I don't. Oh, but now
Yeah,
that you
that's
mention it,
still
I'm
there.
going to go dig for them.
It's all in Kadunt's fanfiction corner. They're all fucking there. There was Love Beyond Circuits, Love Beyond Flesh. The most disturbing B-movie fanfiction.
Oh god.
No.
Paula Dean's Salty Secret.
Oh.
Gurren Jesus.
Jesus.
Fan fiction
Jesus.
Laura Croft Tomb Raider in a rap.
Oh.
Who's My
God.
Daddy?
Mm.
Jesus,
that's
Harry
idol.
Potter, and Kim Jong-un.
What?
Okay.
Harry Potter and
Her and Kim Jong.
And Jesus. Don't forget Jesus.
Let me actually check that one real fast, because I think that's a short one. Yeah, that one's a relatively short one. It's specifically made just to be weird and funny.
Okay.
The other one is also short, which is Who's My Daddy? It appears to be Harry Potter. Gurren Jesus, Bible fanfiction, and Gurren Lagann Kamina.
Oh.
Yeah, Bible what? Regular Bible or Bible Black?
Regular Bible.
Regular Bible.
Jesus fucking Christ, the Lara Croft one is long, so that one wouldn't be able to be included in this idea I'm having.
Unless.
Paula Deen's Salty Secret is short. This one's just an Immigrant link, so this one's a little long, but it also is relatively short.
Oh, no, found the link to the fanfic version of it.
And Love Beyond Circuits, Love Beyond Flesh is relatively short. I tell you what, Vin. I'm gonna give you this concept once. If you want to do this, like a fanfiction thing again, we'll do Jesus, Harry Potter, and Kim Jong-un, Who's My Daddy, Gurren Jesus, Paula Deen's Salty Secret, The Most Disturbing B-Movie Fanfiction, and Love Beyond Circuits, Love Beyond Flesh as a single show, because they're all shorter than the shit we've done before.
Jesus fuck. Okay.
But that's going to be up to you. So keep in mind that Dungeons and Shenanigans normally is about D&D, and of course, when you're playing D&D, the game's only half complete without the players. So let's give a brief moment of applause for our crew of players, Zoe, Zaspira, and Sterling.
Yeah, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And of course, our guest DM, who is Vin.
Thank you, Vim.
Anything else?
No problem. Why don't we
I'm gonna order my
for at least another 2 minutes? It's...
I can stall for 2 minutes, Vin, if you really need me to.
Oh, and on the topic on D&D things, when can I come into the game?
We're ready to bring you in whenever you're ready to be brought in.
We're just trying to figure out.
I'm hella already.
Alright, well, when we play next, we'll yeet you inside.
Perfect.
We'll bring your man carrot
I'm just
in.
questioning, do you think...
No.
No.
Bring my man carrot.
No more
I
man
actually
carrots.
have dice rolls for those.
I do have to have you roll a d12 for penis size.
No, I have 4 dice rolls on that.
Oh no, we just roll a d12.
Size, no, it's a d12 on size, d4 on
Girth.
or on girth.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
D6 on width, and d20 for stamina.
Oh god,
What?
I'm not
No.
rolling all that shit. What's up?
It's just it was just something that
God damn it!
Yes.
Oh god, what
We're
the fuck
making
was
this
that?
into a series.
What?
The fuck
We are
you
going to
going
make it-
about?
Ladies and gentlemen,
You're going to
Vin's
find
chosen to torture us again.
Yay!
So here comes next Saturday. We will continue Shinanicast with
I
a
can hear the
cluster
gun
of bad
cocking on her
fanfiction.
side.
Motherfucker!
What?
Oh my god. By the way, the GIF for that is so fucking loud. I didn't know it was gonna be so loud.
We get to read more terrible fanfiction next week, Quill.
How
Yeah.
much?
We're going to make. I'm
About
going to
6 of them.
keep on going with
Oh,
this.
God.
Make it into a total series.
They're all short.
We're all sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit the test one for the other one because I don't want to go through the fucking sound again.
Surprise, motherfucker.
There you go. That's what the other one is, for those of you who are curious. And yes, our little tip jar has D20s in it.
Yeah.
Ow. So I think that's what we need to talk about. Does anybody else want to do anything before we go? Shill out potential channels, future videos, anybody you want the audience to check out?
I was planning on possibly streaming me doing one of the wild mount modules.
Maybe.
Okay, so your channel would be
Quill Stroke.
there you go. So check out Cool Stroke for a potential future D&D game in the Wild Mount universe from Critical Role.
I was actually going to have it streamed on this channel because...
Oh yeah, we can do that.
That too. That works too.
Also, don't forget to tune in whenever we are streaming on this channel. It can be either myself or Zoe. Both of us currently have the ability to have control of this channel, and eventually so will Pros and Quill have control to be able to stream on this channel whenever. I do have to kind of sort of be in the background to do that stuff, but I should be able to handle that without always having to be here.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, always remember that this show, much like a D&D game, is only half complete without the players, and that does include the audience. Thank you all very much for tuning in, and good night!
We're all good